With you again.
Welcome back to Gills Arena, presented by Underdog. Whoop, whoop.
Whoop, whoop.
Another glorious day here in the arena. Got the crew here.
Need you around my house to yell at my kids. that deep voice, yeah. I need his voice so deep, you had to yell at the kids.
I just hope he's not dressed for my funeral. That's all I care about.
Is there a funeral? No.
Yeah.
It's a celebration of life. But this is Gills Arena, presented by Underdog. Whoop, whoop. I'm merely your host, Josiah Johnson, and we got one of the biggest legends in the sports media game, Skip Bayless, back in the building here with us. Representing Tough Crowd and card-carrying country club member, we got Mr. B, Brandon Jennings.
There it is. Get on that fairway.
We have the distinguished gentleman from Oak Cliff and also a card-carrying country club member, former number one pick, Kenyon Martin, back here with us. And dressed to impress, the man known as Cemetery Larry, Dr. Rashad McCants, PhD.
Yes, sir.
No, we ain't.
He ain't here today.
They have
No, ain't nobody get their sounds.
They have revoked. We did not pay our sound effects bill.
Doom.
We did not pay the sound effects bill.
No, we ain't.
You're going to see it today anyway. It don't matter.
But we got a lot to discuss. Here's what's cracking in Gills Arena today. Wemby bounced back from his first career ejection with another big game to help the Spurs blow out the Wolves in Game 5. Is Minnesota cooked? We will discuss. The Sixers fired Daryl Morey just days after Embiid said he considered this season a success. Where does the process go from here? And the Lakers have some big decisions to make this offseason as they look to build their roster around Luka. But should they try to run it back with Austin Reeves and LeBron? Big Three did very well in March, but March is not April, and April is not May. But before we get into all that, as always, this show is brought to you by Underdog. Underdog, available in most states, including Texas, California, and Florida. New customers get $50 in bonus entries when they play just $5. To get started, just use code GIL when you sign up, and it'll load instantly. Underdog, make picks, win money with code GIL. And if you can't watch this show live with us on YouTube, we got audio versions available on Apple, Spotify, wherever you get your podcasts. So we're going to start it. Western Conference, only playoff game last night. Wolves and Spurs back in San Antonio Tuesday for a pivotal Game 5 with the winner of that game when the series is tied 2-2 going on to win the series nearly 82% of the time. Wemby was back in action after getting ejected for the first time in his career in Game 4 for elbowing Naz Reid early in the second quarter and drawing a flagrant 2 as a result. League opted not to fine or suspend the Defensive Player of the Year. The Wolves were riding high after a big Game 4 win with Ant-Man scoring 16 of his 36 points in the fourth quarter to help his squad even the series. So we got a little video for you. Pop pulled up to the airport Monday to meet the Spurs and had an exchange with Wemby. Wemby talked about it a little bit after the game, but didn't get into the specifics, but just said, Pop's, holding them accountable. The Alien bounced back with another big game to send the Wolves back down to earth. Let's take a look at the highlights. If we can, please. Wemby got to work early and often dropping 18 points in the first quarter, making Rudy Gobert look silly in the process. Spurs jumped out to a 15-point lead midway through the first frame. But Wolves responded with Wemby on the bench, cutting the deficit to just 4 points after the first quarter. Keldon Johnson right there doing his thing. Ant-Man trying to keep his squad in the game. San Antonio outscored the Wolves 25-17 in the second frame as Wemby limited Minnesota to just 7 points on 3 of 11 shooting on shots he contested in the first 2 quarters of this game. The French phenom led the Spurs with game highs of 27 points and 17 boards. Also had 5 assists and 3 blocks in 33 minutes, going 9 for 16 from the field. He's the third youngest player with 25-plus points, 15-plus rebounds, and 5-plus assists in a playoff game. Keldon Johnson added 21 points off the bench on 8 of 11 shooting. De'Aaron Fox had 18 and 5 assists, and Stephon Castle finished with 17 and 6 dimes, also on 8 of 11 shooting. So Wolves started third quarter on a 14-2 run to tie the game. Minnesota had 5 players scoring double figures, led by Anthony Edwards, who finished with 20 points on 6 of 13 shooting. Julius Randle added 17 points and 10 boards, but was just 2 for 12 from the field through the first 3 quarters of this game, while Jaden McDaniels also had 17 but dealt with foul trouble for most of the second half, opening the door for San Antonio to take over the game. Spurs ended the third frame on a 30-12 run, take an 18-point lead heading into the fourth quarter. Wolves tried to keep things interesting in that final frame, cutting the deficit to 11 with a little over 8 minutes remaining, but the Spurs ended the game with a 29-11 run to get the 29-point blowout win. San Antonio held Minnesota to 39% from the field, 27% from 3, while outscoring the Wolves 68-36 in points in the paint. San Antonio has won 2 straight home playoff games by at least 29 points for the first time in franchise history. So after the game, Wemby and Ant-Man offered these thoughts.
How much were you just itching to get back on the court?
Very, very much. I mean, I was fresh, feeling good, but honestly, it's hard to tell if it was just game 5. Obviously, I'm gonna be excited. I'm gonna have butterflies, so excitement is not something abnormal at this point in the playoffs.
Some of the stuff that Wemby was doing, you don't really have too much of an answer for it. Just kind of hope he misses. But he came out high, he made a bunch of shots. I feel like we adjusted, fought back in the game, tried to dig ourselves out of the hole, but I mean, eventually they created another league and running out in transition. We got to get back, get matched up. Just game plan mistakes that we keep making, and it's too late in the series to make these mistakes.
Something Devin said at shoot-around this morning was that the Spurs were going to need to upset Vic to come out tonight to, get this win. Mitch called it more of a mature Vic. I'm just curious if there's either one of those that you prefer, maybe another word. Just,
I feel like they ain't mutually exclusive, so I'm looking for both.
Upset Vic, mature Vic, either way. 27-17. So Skip, we'll start with you. What statement did Wemby and the Spurs make with their blowout win in Game 5?
When I step back from this, this should have been over this series a long time ago. I thought the Spurs were going to sweep this series, and they should have swept this series. Because if you look at it, now we've seen Wemby dominate 3 times, and they won by 38 and 29 at home, and they won by 7 at Minnesota. And we've seen him come up shockingly small in Game 1, and we saw him get ejected with 8:39 left in the second quarter of Game 2, and here we are, and they're facing the danger of having to go 7 with this team. And in the games they lost by 2 and 5. And so did he owe his team? Yeah, he owed his team last night for 2 games. Because in Game 1, he comes out and decides to play 2 guard, and he goes 5 of 17 from the floor and 0 of 8 from 3 and establishes 0 paint presence in Game 1. And obviously, Ant-Man comes back way before anybody thought and inspired his team coming off the bench, and they steal Game 1. And then he owed his team for getting ejected, obviously, in the previous game. So he comes out, as Josiah points out, 18-7, sets the early tone. And yet, the emotional leader of that team, the fire starter off the bench, the igniter for both the home crowd and the bench and the team, is a guy who was once picked 29th overall, not first overall, and that's Keldon Johnson. And he played big for that. He was the one last night in the third quarter who kept saying, no, not in our house, no, to Minnesota. And he scores 21 in 22 minutes. And I know Wemby had a alien play, a little left-handed fake up and pass. But the play of the night was, to me, in that 30-12 third quarter run by the Spurs, Keldon Johnson at 6'6", blocked Rudy Gobert at the rim, face-to-face, eye-to-eye. It wasn't a LeBron Memorial ambush chase down block. It was just, he just went straight up in his face and rejected Gobert at the rim. And that lifted that crowd and that team and set them off on the kind of run they should have had 4 straight times. So I look at the overall numbers, blocks this series so far through 5 games. it's San Antonio 41-19, and steals at San Antonio 48-29. So they're dominating, and they're still in danger of a Game 7, which I don't know. It's like it's all about Wemby, great and not great. And yet in the end, I just think Wemby's going to have to say no on Friday night so that they can have a little bit of time to get ready for the Thunder, who are sitting home getting ready for the Spurs.
Thunder big chilling.
Yeah.
After defeating the Lakers in the minimum amount of games possible in their second round series. But Mr. B, let's shift over to you. What statement did Wemby and the Spurs making their Game 5 win over the Wolves?
Well, I mean, you could see it the first 5-6 minutes when Wemby came out, 16 points, 5 boards. You already knew what time it was for them. It was definitely a makeup game for him. Like Skip said, this series should have probably been over, but they have to play a Game 6. They dominated in the paint for sure. With the Wolves, the games that the Wolves did win, they were 50-some points in the paint. When they're losing, they're only 36 points in the paint, so they need to get to the paint more. Julius Randle hasn't been there at all in this series. I don't know what the hell's going on, but he's shooting terrible. He's only averaging 14, and they're not really getting anything out of him. So that's one of the reasons why they're in this situation too. And Ant-Man, he's playing on 2 bad knees, so he's trying to do the best he can. But if the Wolves want to have a chance to win, they have to get in the paint. Like I said, when they lose, it's only 38. When they're winning, it's 50-some points in the paint. So they need to attack more.
Like you mentioned, Julius Randle, 21-10 in that Game 1. Had 3 straight games of 12 points. Had 17 in this one, a lot of those coming when the game was already decided. But let's shift over to this side of the couch to the distinguished gentleman, Kenyon. What statement did Wemby and the Spurs make with that Game 5 win?
No, their backs against the wall. For them, it's a must-win. Can't go back to Minnesota down a game, so they came out and played inspired basketball. Wemby stated he was fresh legs up under him. He needed to come back and have a comeback game. Coming off of getting ejected. So, no, for me, it was expected for them to come out that way. But Minnesota fought. Cut the lead a couple times down, but San Antonio's pressure defensively was just it was a lot to deal with. The defense at home is a lot to deal with. So their defense can travel. It should travel to Minnesota for Game 6. Wemby, he came out and established that the Spurs go as he go, right? Come out, set the tone early in the first quarter. It was a microcosm of what the game was going to be for him. He came out and set the tone, and the rest of the guys followed. I like Dylan Harper. I like his game. He competes, right? I like the young fella, right? So his energy and the way he approaches it, there's no pressure on him to go out and play well. So I think that helps him in that regard. He is definitely, I think, I'm saying besides the 6-man in Johnson, I think he is definitely an X factor for them, man. If he plays well, they have a great chance, right? So I like San Antonio's chances going into Minnesota Game 6.
I think Dylan Harper leading all players in total points off the bench this postseason, 136.
Yep, he is playing well, man. So, I like San Antonio's chances in Minnesota in Game 6.
All right, last but not least, let's move over to Dr. McCants. I assumed you came in rocking the Spurs colors. I didn't. Just for Wamba Wamba. What statement did Wemby and the Spurs make with that Game 5 win?
One thing you guys got to know about me is I love this game. I really love this game. And there's a lot of chit-chatter going around about San Antonio Spurs and Wembanyama and this year going from 10-1, or let's say 10-2. Where do I start? Start with Game 1. Everyone said that was a bad game from Wemby. He had 12 blocks, did what he needed to do on the defensive end after having a really, really shitty night. Him and Castle had a little chuckle on the bench because they lost by 2 points and they knew they had the worst game they had all season. So, you throw that away. As a team, you go to practice, you figure out how to get back on track. What's back on track? 39-15? Is that back on track? But that comes to after Mr. Skip Bayless said that Wemby was half of a player.
In game one, after game one. I
Interesting.
Said
half of a player comes
what
back.
did he shoot that night? 5 of 7?
Yeah, 5
Did you
of
see him establish any paint presence?
No. But half of a player means he still has half of the game to dominate, right? And did he break a record that game? I think he broke a record or something. But the team, has to show up too. But in game 2, I think he was like more than half of a player showed up. Not only did he show up, he showed out. And you look at the Minnesota Timberwolves, you could say they should deserve to be swept after they put out Mr. Burp and Babies. And Mr. Burp and Babies is now picking up horse shit, trying to figure out what the smell is coming from. And now you go into game 3 and you say, all right, what's going on here? What happens in game 3? Why do we drop game 3? Well, the Wolves are clawing and biting and getting on my fucking nerves, and I got to send a message. That message should tell you I'm more than half of a player, more than half of anything. I'm everything this league needs. So you talk about MVP voting. How do you vote for an MVP when he leads his team to victory based on the fact that this guy can be in the game and score 27 and 15? 27 and 15. And try to figure out why the other team can't score. 27 and 15 and the other team can't score. Every time I check in the game, they're terrified. Every time I go out, they go to the rim. They drive to the paint. This is different for me. I'm seeing greatness right in front of our eyes, and everybody wants to try to discredit it. It's kind of great because we love the challenge. We love the challenge. Victor Wembanyama did exactly what he had to do, and I think everybody else rallied around him. Dylan Harper, Carter Bryant, Stephon Castle, De'Aaron Fox, Luke Cornett, everybody showed up to play because their leader shows passion and resilience. And regardless of what anybody can think, it takes a lot of fucking cojones to come into a game 5 after I think you said that they can't shake. Spurs can't shake the T-Wolves. Seemed like Harlem shook their ass right off of there. Shook them right off, right? So to me, if you're watching the game from a certain lens, you see the team is playing a certain style of basketball to adapt to how they're going to play. And once we start playing our basketball, nobody can touch us. Making shots.
So you agree with me that Spurs should have swept the T-Wolves, right?
No, the T-Wolves are the T-Wolves, 2-time conference finals.
Yes, I agree that they should have swept them.
Thank you.
They definitely
Without
fight.
without
Thank
their
you.
They're
best
definitely
players.
going to fight.
They couldn't have swept them because they didn't win game 1.
No, but they should have.
I'm
Without
saying
with,
they
with,
should
with
have.
the lesser team, yes, they should have swept them.
Say it again, Josiah. Shoulda, coulda.
Shoulda, coulda, woulda.
Shoulda, coulda, woulda. But the Wolves are the Wolves, and Ant-Man is Ant-Man. You're never going to count Ant-Man out and say he should get swept when we do this, and this is your first time here. Welcome to the dinner party.
Yeah, I watched them go down gentlemen swept last year by the Thunder in the conference finals, right?
It's conference finals, though, wasn't it?
Yeah, 2 years in a row.
Right. And the year before that,
years in a row.
the OKC Thunder got put out by the Dallas Mavericks. Luka Doncic, overweight Luka.
The baby Thunder did
More to love.
2 years ago. That's true.
So, I mean, at the end of the day, you know, it's body bags and toe tags.
Yeah.
You know, you haven't been introduced to that yet.
Can you defend your man Victor for game 1, 0 for 8 from 3? That's what I want to know.
Yeah, I can defend that. 12 blocks.
Yeah. 0 for 8.
12 blocks, man.
I ain't gonna front them.
At the end of the day, man,
Rashad with
Victor
the more.
Wembanyama is going to surpass all the expectations that he needs to be the face of the NBA and the MVP of this league.
Yeah. I think you should save your body bag for the next round for your Spurs.
We
That's what
did
you
all
should
we
do.
needed to do to get to this part. Like if the Spurs get to the conference
Yeah.
finals for the
Yeah.
being Wemby's first time getting there. I mean, there's a lot of legs in here. Some Brandon legs in here. Some
Very
Kenyon arms in here.
ergonomical body bag.
Some lot of shit in here. Stephen A's in here. You missed that. Yeah. But now I get to put Skip in here. I get to put Skip in the body bag.
Yeah. When is this?
Yeah, what time is it?
Yeah.
I guess when they win it all, I guess they got to win it all to be in that bag.
Nah, you just gotta keep.
You know what I'm saying? You gotta win it all to be in the
keep
bag.
keep building your resume. Keep building the resume of all the things that don't go your way. Because game one is game one. Game one is game one. Going to game 6 now. Not only do we have to back it up, but we ain't really seen a problem. You guys barely beat us. Without our guy on the floor.
Well, Minnesota, the games y'all won, just get to the paint. Score. Just get to the paint.
Or just try to get my guy rattled so he can knock your ass out and get ejected.
I mean, or that too. I mean,
Wemby
that's
said,
part, I mean,
learn
that's
from
a
that
game plan.
mistake, will no longer succumb to rage baiting. Him and Ayo Dosunmu had a little situation.
That horse shit, Jokic pick it up. That's $1 million.
Yeah.
You know, that horse shit.
I
costs a
land
lot.
my plane. Y'all can go ahead. I just wanted to get that off and
That horse is
brought the body back for a
$1
reason. And they ain't got my sound effects, so you
Look like a
gotta figure
trash
it out.
bag to me. Don't look like a body bag.
Ergonomical.
Look like a fucking trash bag.
Ergonomical.
If you
For
wanna-
that, for that trash ass point you just made.
If you want to make it a
put that
trash
point,
bag,
Put that point.
I
that
put
point
trash in here.
Yeah, put that point.
So
that you
whoever's
just
in
made
here,
in there.
whoever's in here is trash.
Yeah.
that trash point.
So whoever's in here is trash.
Put that motherfucking
And I got a
punch
lot of
just made
motherfuckers
right
in here. There's a lot of motherfuckers in here.
Take that shit off the 118 and down there off the
Lot of motherfuckers
the
in here.
goddamn dump site.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, let's laugh.
Whole bunch of fucking nothing.
Tickle my fucking stomach, don't it?
Motherfuckers ain't won nothing.
All
Motherfuckers
right.
ain't won nothing. He over here
We know,
celebrating.
hey, we know who not
Second round
celebrating the
victory.
second
We
round.
know-
win.
Second round of celebrating the
We
second
know
round
who
victory.
not celebrating.
Celebrate the
We know who in
second round.
Cancun.
Celebrating the
We
second
know
round
who in
victory.
Cancun.
Cancun
And we know
part
who's
of-
still
Yeah.
playing.
Yeah. So,
They in the trash bag doing trash shit with trash men.
yeah,
That's true.
With trash
So-
statements.
All right.
Trash points.
Cool.
Are you guaranteeing a Game 6 closeout win for your Spurs? Guaranteed, right here, right now.
It's a yes or no fucking question.
That was easy.
Can't even
I
answer.
believe it.
It's a yes or no question. So you guaranteeing it? So what does that mean?
And I always
I don't know.
I think it's
Yeah,
What does that
I think it's what?
I think
he
it's a
don't
little
know.
bit of shifty, like
Yeah,
I don't
what
want
does
to
that
answer
mean?
the
Like,
question.
Oh, no, man.
what does
Because
that
at the
mean?
end of the day, everybody's going to change their tone whether they win or
just-
lose. Everybody moves the goalpost
No,
every
I just
single
said I
time,
like that.
right?
I just said I
They
like
going
their
to the
chances.
finals.
in
You know
game
how
six.
you can go over here and say this and then come here and be like,
Yeah, my point. I said I like their chances in Game 6. That's
He
what I
did.
said.
Kenyon
Did you say
said that.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you said
Yeah, I
that,
said that I like their chances in Game 6.
that Wemby
That's what I
had to
said.
go the other way so he
Yeah.
could save his energy for the
Yeah,
perfect
he was
baby
in Game
shoes.
2, and I said I like
And
their
he
chances.
didn't. That dude
Oh,
not
yeah.
here.
But make like I
We
said,
here.
like I told you before,
These dudes
keep
ain't
making
here.
your trash point
He
without
here.
using me.
We
right?
still
Wait, are we
moving.
Keep
here
making
today though?
your-
But today
We
we're
are
talking
here.
about-
Making
We're talking about
your
today,
meaningless
right?
points
What's
today-
What's the
without-
series?
Right. So today he said that he
3-2.
has the Spurs winning in
3-2.
Game 6.
I
That's all
like
we talking
their
the
about.
series,
chances.
right?
He said
I
he
like
liked
their
their
chances.
chances.
3-2 is the series,
You
right?
want to keep trying to use to
not
make his
talking about
trash ass point.
3-2 is the right.
Right.
Yes.
Yep.
3-2 is the
Yeah.
series.
Yes.
What that mean?
You
What
guys
does
have
it
a
mean?
chance
They got
to close them
There
out.
is
well,
a
they got
Game
another
6
game.
in Minnesota.
What it means is they got a Game
You
6.
guys
That's
have
what
a
it
Game
means.
6, and you guys have a chance
Does
to
that
close them out
mean
at
we
home.
have more games than them?
More games than who?
You guys are up 3-2. Yes.
The Spurs are
They
currently
do, too.
in front in this series.
That's all I want to know.
But are they winning?
Is the
Game
series
6?
over?
Series is going to be ours.
Going to be, but is it over?
It's going to be ours.
In 7.
In whatever.
Series- I
In
didn't say
whatever.
that.
So Skip, he still answers your question.
I didn't hear an answer.
I ain't heard an
A
answer yet.
guarantee of a
I
game.
mean, you gotta go
He pushed it. That was
with a-
easy button.
You gotta go
In addition to
Does
the
that have to
cash.
do with-
Thank you for the
I mean, you got to go seven.
Sound effect.
For the hearing impaired,
Thank
King.
you
For the hearing impaired that watch this
fucking
show.
obvious point, man.
Just for the hearing impaired.
Well, people that got closed captions on their TV, they need the words to come out his mouth, right?
Yeah.
Can y'all
People-
read my? Can y'all
Said
read?
people
Can
that's-
y'all read my? Can y'all read my
No,
lip?
they need the captions on the screen. No, they need the captions on the screen.
But last week we talked. You guys both thought Spurs would roll
Oh,
through.
Yeah.
Thought
Yeah.
the series would be over.
But I didn't know he was
At this
going to get ejected with 8:39 left.
Got
in
to
the second
control, and that's
quarter.
another point with Wemby. They're treating this like a revenge game, or yeah, the Wolves have been physical, but that elbow and that flagrant 2 uncalled for.
Yeah,
Was it?
whatever. I mean,
No, it wasn't.
You know,
I don't think it was
I'm,
called.
But if you have
I'm
the
with
potential
you.
now,
I think the coach.
I don't
should
think
get
it
attacked.
was uncalled for.
but if you have
Right.
the potential to wrap this series up,
I
now,
don't think it was uncalled for.
It is what it is.
To potential to wrap it up or not, the man reached his boiling point, right? If they not gonna protect me, I'm gonna protect myself.
I'm with
So that's just what it is, man. Like, if he learned how to swing them, move them without swinging them, be in a much better place, right?
Did you ever do anything like that?
Like elbow someone like that, no.
Like in frustration?
No, I didn't went up somebody. I didn't went upside somebody's head, before,
You have.
yeah.
but
Absolutely.
very well documented.
but to
Yes.
do that, no, I ain't. No, I ain't gonna elbow you in the back of the head. I'd rather punch you in your face.
Okay, but that's the kind of statement that the kid had to make for the long haul,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
And I like the message sent.
I do too,
yeah.
right? I'm not gonna keep putting up with it.
Yeah.
Right? So, and the refs it was a lead up to it. Like I said, it was a boiling point, right? It was a boiling point. Game after game, just doing little things, and the ref not calling. And they didn't blow the whistle just on that play when he was getting fouled.
He was.
So, and it was obvious he was getting his arm grabbed and they still didn't blow the whistle, so he took matters into his own hands, right? I'm all for it, man.
But is that playoff basketball? There's a certain level of increased physicality you should expect in the postseason.
Physicality is
For a dude in his third year.
But like I said, I guarantee. So I was playing with somebody else today, right? On the scouting report, all other letters are in black. I'm pretty sure be physical with him is in red, right? That's just what.
Yeah.
That's the way I would approach him because he's very good.
Yeah.
He's skilled. He's 7'5". There's nothing that we can do with him in that regard.
Mm-hmm.
So what can we do in order to try to even the playing field?
Mm-hmm.
Let's be extra physical with him. The playoffs are physical, right?
Mm-hmm.
We got to go out our way to do this. He had 12 blocks in the game. So listen, we got to get this motherfucker off the floor. So we got to do something.
And that,
right?
it worked in game 4.
And to his defense though, the playoffs are physical, yes, but if they're not blowing the whistle on certain plays that's the grabbing of the jersey, running back, Anthony Edwards grabbed his jersey, they didn't blow the whistle on that, right? Call a foul, right? Another situation where you get pushed, call a foul. If they're blowing the whistle in those fouls, his frustration level not going to reach to the point that it did because he's getting rewarded for them doing the bullshit. But he wasn't getting rewarded for the bullshit, so I am going to handle this myself, which the rest of the league saw it. Everybody saw he got a mean streak, right? All that kumbaya and the monks and the very thoughtful young man that he is. Like
Nigga
that was on the
playing
forefront. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? That was on the forefront, right? That was on the forefront. But there's a other side to that coin, and he had to display it, unfortunately.
That side.
And Nas Reed was
Although when Victor did it, it looked like he was, wait, did I do that? Like I had that in me? Goes over, sits on the bench. Wait,
Come on,
wait,
Scott.
I'm ejected?
Come on.
like that part he didn't know what
Like
happened.
he's
Come on.
intelligent. I feel like he knows. Even
on,
though flagrant
Scott.
has never been called on him, he's been in games where flagrant fouls have been called.
Yeah, flagrants, but he had
Two and
the
two.
ejection part. Like that's why he had like if you ain't never.
But he had
did
no
it,
history of cold cocking somebody.
yeah.
He's fresh.
If you slow it
doesn't
down,
know.
he literally looked at him before he did it like, okay, I've had a fuck enough.
That is true.
I've just been training with the Shaolin monks. I know what to do in this situation. I'm going to do what I need to do. But the problem is, why does he need to do it? The other guy, SGA, has never had to do anything like this because he gets the whistle. The whistle to the point where you can't even breathe on him.
An earned whistle.
So you're talking about pushing somebody down, clawing, scratching, all of the things that he has to deal with based on this being his first time. In comparison, he handled it the way a man's supposed to handle it. I'm going to show you, and I'm going to show the rest of y'all. All right, keep fucking with me. It's going to be different.
SGA did not get the whistle in 4 games against the Lakers. His free throws were way down all 4
the
times.
team, so I'm glad that y'all brought it
Great
up.
defense.
The team is last. They shooting 18
because
free throws
JJ
a
did
game
a good job.
in the playoffs. They're last.
What?
The Thunder are shooting 18 free throws a game.
Yeah.
So they're not yet.
I mean, but if SGA gets the whistle, he earned that.
Yeah, but it is.
You know, I've been here before. Like, that's what I do.
Yeah, it is.
So,
but no,
earn it.
listen, if they ain't gonna blow the whistle, then you got to do it. Like, we was talking on the couch the other day. I used to listen. Either you get him under control, or I'm gonna do it. Tell the ref, right? He didn't have to. He didn't tell the ref those words, but
No.
yeah, no, he'll learn to start expressing during the game to the refs what to look out for and things that they're doing. Because if you don't, then you know what's gonna happen next. That's all. That's what I used to tell him. Hey, man. I tell him what to look out for, right? Hey, man, he on bullshit. Hey, he do it again. They're like, okay, what'd he do? Hey, he shoot me another one when he boxing me out. I'm telling you what's gonna happen next. So you need to watch it. While we're on the free throw line, everything didn't stop, right? So you standing, we're on the free throw line standing right next to each other, and I'm talking about you. So the ref know. And you hear me tell him, you do it again, I'm gonna get it under control, man. I don't want to have to, because you know what it's gonna be. He'll get to that point where we start expressing that and having that dialogue with the refs.
And
He's only in year 3.
And that's what Coach Popovich told him at the airport when he pulled up on him.
Yeah, you're too important.
Yeah.
You're too
Gotta chill,
important to
my
your
man.
team.
Got you.
Like, you're too important to this team. Like, to put he didn't, like I said, he took him for himself. I'm pretty sure Pop ain't got no problem with that, but it's just the detriment of what it was.
Absolutely.
Getting the flagrant 2, right? So, and the reason he didn't, everybody was raving, and I'm hearing people talking about she should have got suspended. He doesn't have a track record, man. It's his first incident. He has a clean slate with the league. Other people that's been suspended for situations, their slate is tarnished with the league. So
Let me ask you. So why was it so strong, that opinion, for them to push for him to be suspended when they haven't pushed for other guys who've done similar things? It was kind of weird to me that players that understand what he was doing and why he was doing it would push for a suspension, would push for, man, he should be suspended, he should be this, he should be that. It's like, you know exactly why he did it.
yeah, they picked the other team.
It's weird. That's just
they
to
want
me.
the other team to win.
Especially
that's
players.
what I got from it.
Especially players. When you know, and if you a big man, there was a big man, a player.
I saw a few people, but it definitely was like, yeah.
Like, you, national TV, millions and millions of people talking about he deserves to be suspended. When you were big and you were taught just what you explained yesterday, get your elbows up. These little guards want to come in here and reach. Do what Shaq did. Put some stitches in his fucking forehead. He ain't gonna come back down here reaching and clawing and scrapping.
You won't.
But now you want to call for a suspension in a series where,
like, I think what Shea did to Austin Reeves, I think that was worse than what Wemby did to Nas Reed. He put his arm in there and he turned. When he coming off the screen, he motherfucking put his arm, he trapped his arm and turned the other way. I've done it to people, right? You keep holding me, watch what I do to you. Put your arm in there, I'm gonna turn the other way, and you go, pop your goddamn elbow, right? I think that was, if you really think about it, that was a worse situation that could have ended Austin Reeves' fucking season right then.
For sure.
Okay.
But it's just a situation that you're in during the game.
But Marcus Smart had been playing football for 4 games.
Absolutely, somebody can get it.
Quality defense.
the same football Lou Dort plays.
But I'm gonna do it to him though.
The same football Lou Dort plays, right?
He does.
Right.
But not, listen, Marcus Smart was just like a terror all over SGA, and he did a great job on him, but it was extreme physicality.
It was nothing dirty though, right?
Yeah.
Lou Dort do some dirty ass shit out there on the floor.
No.
He does.
And he gets under people's skin just like he's out there to contracted to do. Marcus Smart is the same guy.
Yeah, the same thing that we love about and teams love about Marcus Smart is the same shit that have coaches over there like,
Yeah, for sure.
right?
Sure.
The same shit you love about him they bring to the table at times is just like, dude,
Again.
relax.
Chill.
Like, okay, they just called this one. I'm watching the game the other day. I'm like, listen, they're about to blow the whistle, dog.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, listen, dude, this is too much. Yeah. We understand what you're trying to do, right? We get it. You're trying to deny this man up the floor. You're trying, And when he make a move, you can't hold it. They're about to blow the whistle where they blow the whistle. Like, and Dagnall was smart, right? He waited till the Lakers had 4 team fouls, then put Shea back in the game. And as soon as he did it, Shea went to the line and shot his 2. I'm like, that was some fucking smart coaching, right? To use that kind of aggression and things that like against somebody, I think that shit was dope. But,
So that move on Austin Reeves was Shea's Wemby kind of statement.
absolutely.
It was.
Yeah, absolutely.
Back
And
off
yet
me.
it was way more subtle and it was way more dangerous.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
That's it.
Yeah, because he could have snapped his L. He could have snapped his L.
Absolutely.
Yeah, because I didn't. This shit, man. Listen, be trying to do shit, man. You gotta. He grabbed that man's arm and turned.
So let's shift back to Game 5. Obviously, Wemby dealt with all that. I think learned his lesson, came back, said he was ready to more or less atone for his mistakes in Game 5. We praised Gobert earlier in this playoffs, earlier in the series, for his defensive effort. But Game 5, I think he was made a mockery of. It was hard to watch. Frenchman on Frenchman. So Wemby, first unanimous defensive player of the year this season, dominated Gobert, who was a 4-time defensive player of the year award winning, and fellow countrymen. Does it feel like Wemby's playing Gobert off the floor at this point?
I think that, there was some people said that training with Hakeem Olajuwon was a waste of money. I think that money is being, well spent at this point. He's been using a lot of Hakeem's tactics and positional setups to get his spacing, alongside with some Jamal Crawford shit, getting in there and handle the ball, getting to his spin backs, getting to his bumps, being able to finish contact. I think that's the biggest thing with a guy like Rudy Gobert. He's always going to contest. He don't care about getting dunked on or none of that. And you look at that competition that Wemby is really adapting to. He's like, I want this challenge, especially if that's what Rudy lives and dies on, is that defensive 4 player of the years that he can hold over Wemby and say, look, you're not just going to come in here and do this to me. And so I like that Wemby has taken his training, he's applied it, especially with the patience and the calmness to be able to, go inside and out, be able to use it off the dribble when he can. I think once that this goes back to what Kenyon and Gilbert continued to harp about with Wemby, which is get in the post, turn face, shoot when he needs to. And I'm thinking more of the Carmelo Anthony turn face, jab, shot. You can't stop that if that's Wemby. And that's a closer shot than a three-pointer. I'm not talking about the jump hook. I'm not talking about getting that close. I'm just talking about just creating that space for the double come, turn, shoot. And this is over a Rudy Gobert or Nas Reed. So I think that once he gets that, that's going to be more dangerous than just trying to get to the paint and score easy twos. It's going to expand his game a lot more. And Rudy Gobert is going to continue to try to do what he needs to do, but I think that matchup is over when he was 16 years old. He already surpassed who this dude in front of me is. You was my idol, I love you, but I got to kill you.
Mr. B, let's shift over to you just quickly. Does it starting to feel like Wemby's playing Gobert off that floor?
Yeah, I mean, he basically just said it. We've been playing against this dude since 16 years old, so this is nothing new to him. Obviously, he has the upper hand just by the way he plays and things like that. So, I mean, this is not playing against Jokic. He had more success playing against Jokic, but this one is a little different because Wemby can actually, he's faster, he can get downhill, he can do a lot too. I'm not saying that Jokic can't, but it's just different. And this is like a rivalry for him. So this is definitely way more personal to me.
It feels like he's taking it personally every time he sees.
Yeah, I mean, this is.
He is.
This is perfect.
This is the battle for the who's the best big in the league thing, right? And he is putting his name in that hat. We know what Joel's situation is, but he is fighting to have his name mentioned with, I'm saying, as the best big in the league. And like you said, Rudy has 4 Defensive Player of the Year awards. He's aiming for that. He will surpass that, I'm sure. Yeah, but no, he watching Wemby play, and I just see things like, man, this is going to become so easy. Like once he really starts, once it slows down, because there's situations that I saw with the way guys try to be physical with him. There's spin lob opportunities, man, that I see, and I'm like, And I'm yelling at the TV yesterday, spin lob, and I'm like, oh, he don't have that in his shit yet.
You don't
right?
think it's the point
right?
guard though?
Yeah.
You don't think that's a point guard thing that the point guard need to know?
But they got
give him that type
to
of-
tell him.
Yeah,
They gotta
that's what I'm
tell
saying.
him.
You think he would do it though?
Hell yeah.
I think he would too.
Because as physical as guys try to be with it,
Just turn and go.
you have to use that to your advantage,
Yeah.
right? Because soon as you duck in, they are going to try to, because you're so tall and long, they're going to try to meet.
And they pushing him off his spot.
That's
Yep.
perfect.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
It was set up so many times yesterday for him to just because soon as you throw it up there, who is going to get to it?
Damn, they not telling him that because
They don't know
wide
it. Yeah, it's
open.
wide open, man.
Damn, and there's no vet. Like I don't expect De'Aaron Fox to know that because he didn't have a spin lob
No,
threat.
no.
So Sabonis wasn't doing none of that shit.
And I see it, man.
It's wide open.
And once he get like little things like that, man, to keep people honest.
Yeah.
It's scary hours for the NBA, man. Because the defensive thing it is what it is on that side of the ball. He is going to dominate, and he is you have to account for him every possession that he's on the floor defensively, right? If he's out there defense, you have to account for him. Offensively, when it starts slowing down and him talking things through with the point guard, things he see at times, like it's scary, man. And Rudy Gobert, to his defense, it's
That's a lot to ask him.
that's a lot to ask, man. When you shoot it the way he do, he's taller than you, arms are longer than yours, younger than you. It's a lot to deal with, man. But he's giving the old college try. But it's a lot to deal with.
So to me, Chris Finch has to start Naz Reid Friday night just to shake it up. Look, we know
you got a fragile guy now, though.
in Gobert.
You got a fragile
That's
guy
my
now.
point. Thank you.
Okay, sorry.
That's the point.
Sorry.
Naz Reid is not a fragile guy. I like his toughness. I like his physicality. It's a weird combination because he can really stroke the three. He made 3 more last night. He's dangerous from 3, and yet he's 7 feet tall, and he's physical, and I just his mental toughness is way beyond Gobert's to me. He is fragile, and maybe you lose Gobert if you don't start him, and maybe that's okay for one night, one desperation last stand at home, because they just look better with Naz Reid on the floor to me. They look physically tougher. They look mentally tougher. And I think they all look at Rudy like, come on, man. Come on, man. It's like Keldon Johnson just made him eat it at the rim. And it's if I'm on the T-Wolves, I'm running up the court thinking, God, come on, man. That's our guy? They got Alien, we got that? Really? Yeah. Okay, so to me, you just need one last desperation plunge. That's what I would do, just to try to shake it up the way Steve Kerr once shook it up, throwing Iggy into the lineup in Game 4 at Cleveland against LeBron. Just something to change the vibe of it, change the feel of it, because when you match Gobert head-to-head with Wemby, it's a mismatch. Yeah. It just is. Yeah. From end to end, it just goes mismatch. And yet, Julius has been guarding Wemby for the most part, so that's not going to change. It's not like, we're going to leave Wemby wide open. No, you're not. You'll just do what you've been doing, and it's going to be make or miss. It's going to be like Ant-Man said, we just hope he misses. Well, that's okay.
Who's the other big they have?
We know we're hoping.
Who is another
for T-Wolves?
Who's the other big? They ain't played no. I ain't seen nobody.
Didn't play much.
That's what I was about to make that.
Like Barringer or whatever.
Yeah, I was about to make that assessment too, because you say you want to change it up, right? Naz Reid come in. But the difference is, Rudy Gobert is there for rotation's sake because he plays the bottom. And when you play the bottom guy, you're always there for the rim protection.
Sure. No, I got that.
And so when you talk about Wemby matched up with Naz Reid, you're thinking about it from an offensive standpoint. Well, he can stretch the floor, he can shoot the three, but you cannot guard Wemby on this other end. You can be physical with him, granted, but when it's time to get into the rotations, we now taking a guy who's not a shot blocker, not a rim protector, out into the rotations. Now, as a Spurs coach, what I would do is put Naz Reid in the rotations, so that he's now moving around on the perimeter like a guard. Rudy Gobert is always in drop. He's always thinking, I have to protect the rim. So when you mix it up, I don't disagree with you, but I would say don't start him. Just get him out early. Get him out of there early. Maybe the first 4 minutes, see what he does against Wemby in the first 3-4 minutes. Make the substitution pattern. But then again, you look at the first 4 minutes of the last 3 games, Wemby does what he does in a short amount of time.
He does.
He wants to punch you in the face and let you know I'm here to play.
All I know is after game 2, Chris Finch sat up there. They lost by 38. And he said, we got punked. And that was with Gobert on the floor a large part of the game, right? Yep. Okay. You got punked?
Yeah.
And you've got a 4-time Defensive Player of the Year on the floor and you got punked?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Then something needs to change.
Well,
You need to have that same fight that he had against Jokic.
Yeah.
But is it him?
Yeah, he
Like,
did
way,
have
like
fight.
he had way more fight.
Is it him, though? You pointed out that it's Julius Randle.
Yeah.
Oh no, for sure. I mean, he's having.
I
I mean,
think
he's
Finch was talking about Julius.
Maybe. Yeah.
We got punked, meaning our enforcer outside of Gobert didn't show up to the game today. It hasn't shown up to the game.
He doesn't always play to his physique, Julius, right?
Yeah. I mean, from his numbers, he's averaging 36%, 21% from the 3, and 14 points. So you're not giving me nothing.
Not.
So
And then the last series, he didn't really do anything. It was, it was a little better.
thing. So is he being defensive minded? What is his mindset? Because it doesn't seem
Maybe.
like he's trying to get the offensive production going.
It needs to be.
But he is being physical with Wemby enough
is.
to like.
Yeah.
I like when he's guarding him because he does make it tough, and Nas makes it tough, but it's not tough enough for you to actually stop me or get fouls. So if you're not coming down on the other end and putting pressure on me, what are we doing essentially? Now, I would say put Nas in for Julius.
No.
You're talking about stretching the floor, and Nas is hitting the 3 right now. Julius is shooting 21%, 36 from the field. Bring him off the bench and let him play against Luke Cornett and see if
No,
he
he
can
just
get
got to get into that mode. He just got to get to that.
Listen, you're going to lose either one of them dudes if you don't start.
Yeah, that's I was gonna see you run the same
Hey,
risk as
you run the same risk with you not starting Julius
way
Randle
more with Julius.
and not starting Rudy Gobert. You run the same risk of losing them and your season definitely being over. For sure.
Well, I'd rather lose.
Check the fuck
I
out.
would.
Well, I mean, Rudy can sit down then at this point because
Check out.
I'd rather have them other two then because
you get something
Randolph. I mean, shit, he just got to
No, 'cause you
just
get
get to the
something
rim.
more
I know you
offensive.
want to be defensive minded, but you can play both sides of the like.
He not rebounding.
Not doing anything. He averaging 4 turnovers. He just
It's just switching things up in the playoffs is necessary. Necessarily, I ain't saying lineups. How about you come out the first few possessions and go zone? How about you try
They
something?
did that late in the fourth.
I'm saying start the
did.
game,
They
right?
did.
Start the game that way because Wemby, you know Wemby's going to come out and try to be aggressive early. Let's come out, let's go zone. Every time he touches, let's double team. Let's try something different, right? Let's go big. Let's start fucking huge.
Yeah.
Let's start Anthony Edwards, Jaden McDaniels,
Yeah.
Rudy, Nas, and fucking Julius Randle. Let's start big, right? Let's try something different. Let's rebound the hell out the ball to Brandon's point he made during his take. When they points in the paint, when they score a certain amount, they win. When they don't, they lose.
52.
So I'm starting big, up our chances, get points in the paint, throw some zone out there, trap Wemby, be aggressive, play big on De'Aaron Fox, play big on Dylan Harper.
Yep.
You know what you're going to get out of McDaniels. He got to stay out of foul trouble, of course.
Yeah, man.
But yeah, no, so it's different things that you could try, but to not start Rudy or Julius, I think is you playing with fire. In that regard, because it's just who the players have been and what you've seen of them throughout their tenure.
But if you're going down in the burning building, you
Oh,
care
yeah,
about
yeah.
playing in
No,
fire at this point?
No, I don't. You know,
At this point?
You know, it's about winning, ultimately, you know what I'm saying? I'm about what we got to do to win. But I know Finch and what he probably don't want to have to put up with is that.
During the game.
During the game,
Yeah,
right?
During the game.
So, slippery slope, but Minnesota, you got to do something. You got to try something different. I don't know what that is.
Does Anthony Edwards need to do anything different?
I mean, he on 2 bad
Hampered,
knees.
oh.
He trying. I mean,
Hampered,
Yeah.
man.
I mean, shit.
Had
It's like,
two straight
it's like
30-point
every other
games,
game.
20 in this one. Obviously, didn't start the first 2 games of the series.
Yeah,
He missed
this
the last
is-
2 games of the Nuggets series.
Like
One dealing with the
that shit can be up
hypertension
and down, man. Like if you're dealing with hypertension, knee issues, it could be so day by day how them things feeling, man.
Gets an
We don't
extra
have a
day,
game in-
extra
game
day for
6 to
Friday,
watch.
though.
That's huge.
So Tuesday,
That's
so
huge.
actually
That's
he was very, very excited about it. But let's talk about that.
huge.
So Wolves now head back to Minnesota with a chance to even the series, Game 6. They've been in this position before. They lost Game 5 to the Nuggets back in 2024. Went on to win Game 6 at home by a franchise record, 45 points. Overcame a 20-point deficit to win Game 7 in Denver. So when you look at it, what adjustments or what are the major things that the Wolves need to do to keep their season alive? Is Ant-Man just
Get to the paint. Get to the paint. I'm telling you, the games that
Ant-Man
they
won't
won,
live
they're
or die
averaging
with you. You
over
gotta take
50.
30 shots?
They're averaging over 50. Keep the pressure in the paint. If they're not in the paint, if they're not getting easier, because it's going to open up shots for them for threes, they got to stay in the paint. I don't care if Wemby's in there, got to keep going at him. You just got to attack. You got to play downhill because that's when they're at their best.
At home.
And Julius Randle got to show, he got to give me something. Like, he got to give me, I need a game, brother. Like, I need one of those games.
Well, you ain't the only one calling for it. Trust me. You ain't the only one calling for it.
Let's go back to just trying to figure out what their identity is going into this series, particularly. How well they played Game 1. They won by 2. They were in the game. They moved the ball. They drove the ball. They got to the free throw line. When you really look at how they play now, when the Spurs hit shots, it's deflating to their defense because there's not an opportunity to rebound and go and push the ball on fast break opportunities. Sumu actually thrives more in the full court than he does in the half court. And I think the same with Nas. Nas likes fast break threes, spot up threes. Conley hasn't shown that he can be an impact outside of hitting that open three. He's hitting at a remarkable clip right now, but those open shots are coming far in between. So
He made a couple last night.
he definitely did, and big shots too, and they're timely. But like Kenyon was saying, if you throw the zone in, what it does to the Spurs, because they get trigger happy just like the Celtics. They like to shoot the three. Dillon will shoot it, Castle will shoot it, and when they miss, they have a hard time getting back. That's where they get easy transition points. And I think if you're going to pick them up early in the half court, you have to be able to transition back into the half court, into a zone, into something that's going to make them pass the ball around. Because once it gets to Wemby's hands and it's like short shot clock, 5 seconds, 6 seconds, that's where you have an advantage because Wemby's going to make a timely shot that's not going to be up to his par, up to his standard. And if you can make them play into the shot clock, you have a chance. But I don't think that the identity right now for the Wolves is to stop the fast break opportunities for the Spurs, is to make them shoot threes. They're just trying to figure out how to stop Wemby.
Spurs bench was 44 points too, compared to
they're definitely outscoring.
So that bench is that bench is really going crazy.
How many assists Wemby average?
In the postseason or this
Just
series?
in the postseason. Just do the postseason,
Give me 1
if
second.
you don't mind, brother Joe.
4.5. 4 maybe.
He had 5 last night.
Oh, no. Yeah, 2.4.
Averaging 2.5, right? Yeah, I'm seeing if he can play out of double teams, man.
Yep.
But where
Hey, sir.
are you
Yes,
going
sir.
to double them?
I'm gonna make them now. Listen. I'm gonna change the. So this is the thing, right? The way I'm thinking about it, right? I'm gonna change up how we defending him. I'm gonna let him catch it.
Yep.
Right? Because they fight to catch so much.
Yep.
I'm gonna concede to catch.
They running pin downs for him.
So on those plays, that's tough. When they doing those pin, you can't, right?
Right.
But the other players, when they are, I'm gonna concede to catch, and I'm gonna see if he can pass the ball.
Yep.
Right.
You
That's
waiting for the dribble?
yes, absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
On the catch, you're not going on
No,
the catch,
no.
you're going on the first dribble.
I'm gonna mix it up though.
Just to show
Remember this right here?
ATO, listen.
Remember this right here? Stunt?
Listen,
Yeah, stunt and go.
Stunt at him? Stunt at him?
ATO, one of the times, hey, we going with the ball in there.
Yep.
Right? Time of pass, we getting there. Next time we're gonna go on the first dribble. Next time I'm gonna have his head so confused on when we double team and when we not.
Yep.
He gonna be so indecisive with his moves.
Yep.
Like that's what I just want to make.
Hey, I like that right there.
I like that too
I like
because
that.
it goes back to
That's
how
what
we grew up playing that style, the NBA basketball, where I don't think they practice that enough to even be able to execute it because
Right.
it
No,
takes
you're right.
going through those transitions.
Yeah.
Like, hey, look,
Yeah,
right now
yeah.
it's full rotation.
No, they can do
one
it.
dribble.
No, they can do it. Just say, man, this is a team
Think
that
about
went to the
the
Western
Wolves.
Conference Finals twice. Man.
Brandon,
They
but
can,
if they play-
man,
if they
man,
used to
pick that
playing
shit up
one
on the-
way, though.
Man, listen, they can pick that shit up on the fly, man. This is grown man basketball.
What's the
dog.
mistakes you
yo.
make in the rotation when you
Not-
when you
not
talk about we
rotating.
doubling
Big.
Kenyon
Not
on the
rotating.
one dribble,
Yeah,
right?
big.
Rotating is the biggest thing.
Full rotate, half rotate,
Like,
stay with
I hear
yours.
you. The reason they listen, and I hear you, yes, and I agree with you, yes. But the reality of the situation is that with a lot of these, Minnesota probably exempt because they got older players.
Yeah.
But for the masses, they have dumbed it down so much for these NBA players. That's why they switch everything.
Yeah.
Right?
Crazy.
What about college though?
That's why
I mean, college. That's where you learn it, right?
But they not who's
No, not this. What we talking about?
like, but these
double-
dudes standing
the
dudes who they
double, the
depend
double,
on-
and you gotta rotate and all
The
that.
dudes who they depend on, they in school for 1 year. They ain't learning it really. To the point I've been making, guys are if the longer dudes stay in school, they're more prepared to
Yes.
play professional sports. Football, you stay 3 years, you're prepared to play professional sports. The longer dudes stay in college, I feel you learn to defend better on the ball,
Yep.
help side defense, you talk better,
Yep.
because if you don't, that coach won't play you.
for sure.
The NBA would be much better product with older players, in my opinion, right?
How long did you stay in school?
4 years.
Thank you.
And I needed all four, right? To be the player that I became and to learn everything that I learned defensively and how to be a complete basketball player. I learned every step of the way from my freshman year, and it took all of that, right?
You were blessed to play for that man.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yep.
So good teachers are necessary, right?
Yep.
They teach discipline.
And
That's
yeah,
the main thing.
But they have dumbed it down so much for these NBA players because I don't want to call them dumb basketball players, but they are challenged at times when it comes to scheming and things defensively because it takes effort, it takes thought, right? It's the easiest thing for me to tell you to go out and switch 1 through 5.
Yeah.
Right? Or 1 through,
We're switching everything.
We say that is so easy for me to do.
I mean, that's just crazy with the development then. I mean, I'm just saying, like, even from
'Cause
my
it's so much
AAU
emphasis.
days, like, I grew up, we played defense. Like, we had, like, high school coaches. Like, we played, like, that's, like, we were taught that. Like,
Yeah, they
my
done it.
AAU teams, like, you know, everybody knew how to get out of the trap and rotate a shell drill. They don't do 4-on-0.
Yeah, you know, you very seldom see them endless. You
like the-
very seldom see when they invert on the weak side.
Right.
The ball on this side,
Man,
the big will still be
What?
at the free throw line, and the small will be on the back.
But
on the
I see
baseline.
Rudy and
does it
Wemby.
sometimes.
Wemby they both do it. Wemby actually said, "No, I'm down. Let me get.
Yeah.
I got to get the low man."
Yeah, but
So-
he's been playing professionally for.
Yeah, so but it's just for the masses of it.
Right.
They so like when it come to it, right? And you see it time and time again, helping off the strong. You got a dead shooter
Yeah.
in the strong side court.
Don't help off the fucking strong side.
Time and time again.
He don't help off. He the only option.
time and
don't
time
help
again.
off of him.
I seen somebody do that the other day in the Pistons game. They helped off Donovan Mitchell in the corner.
Yes.
I'm like, why
Wide
are you even
open.
Donovan Mitchell in the
Yes.
corner? Like, what is that?
As he had it going up to that.
Yeah.
point.
I was like,
That was the three
what?
to get him going.
Yeah. I'm like, what?
That was the three to get him
But
going.
that's the discipline when you talk about coaching and trying to get guys in line with the defensive strategies that you got. If you're not practicing that in training camp, that's what I felt like the Spurs was doing. Training camp, they had a great training camp of understanding where to be, how to be. This is our Spurs defense and our system. So when you talk about being on the nail, inverting on the backside, talking on closeouts, close out to the shooter, or you push them off the line. These are different things that disciplined organizations have embedded. And I think OKC has that. I think the Spurs have that. I think the Timberwolves have that.
Yeah.
I think the Pacers have that at some extent. I think that the New York Knicks have that at a certain extent. The Detroit Pistons have that at a certain extent. But these are coaches also who understand the culture of having both sides of the ball play at a high level. And so when this particular rotation, you're talking about doubling Wemby in the post, having a full rotation scheme or a half rotation scheme, or now we're talking about Tony Parker cut. All right, Dylan Harper, you're going to throw it in. They're doubling Wemby off the catch. You cut off baseline side. Let's see if they stay with him. They don't. All right, you got the full rotation handoff. You got to go into the pick and roll, Wemby. It's a lot of things you can do as a good coach that can mitigate the schemes of the defense, but the defense also has to fucking execute the scheme. You have to go into and say to your team when you go to the timeout, hey, that's what we want right there. We want that. It was a good shot. He made it, but that's the type of shot we want them shooting. They're not going to make that all night. And I think that's a better chance of them having to win the game, switching up their defensive scheme like that. Switch it up. Switch it up. Muck it up with him. You ain't got to go bully him anymore. You got to now strategize intelligently and get him to turn the ball over since he only averages 2 assists.
As well as 2.8 assists, 2.4 turnovers.
As well as being physical with him, as still, but you know what I'm saying? But it says, man, these guys offensively, they are good. They shoot the ball at a high clip. Everybody works on this aspect of the game. Yes. But you can manipulate who you want taking shots if you scheme it, right? That's all I can manipulate the game plan defensively on who I want taking shots. That's just I'm a stickler with that, and I'm a firm believer in it. Like you can, and I just watch game in, game out. Man, I've watched damn near every playoff game there has been, and the lack of adjustments defensively in a lot of these games, just watching the same game plan come out and play it the same way where you just got beat the game before doing it this way is asinine to me.
It is.
A hard head makes a soft ass, as Ant-Man said, but we will
about.
see what happens in Game 6 this Friday if the Wolves can keep their season alive. All right, well, let's shift it over to the Eastern Conference. Sixers season ended unceremoniously this weekend with the Knicks and their fans rolling into Xfinity Mobile Arena and pulling out the brooms for the sweep. So Tuesday, the team announced they were parting ways with President of Basketball Ops Daryl Morey after 6 seasons with the team, but according to reports, they plan on retaining head coach Nick Nurse. So Bob Myers, the president of sports for Harris Blitzer Sports and Entertainment, former 4-time champion GM with the Warriors, will lead the search for the new head executive for the Sixers and will oversee the franchise's basketball department in the interim.
Why don't you just take the fucking job?
Thank you.
Wait, what happened?
My bad, Jay.
I think he just comes in, but he does it he's getting his bag from a bunch of teams. Like, I need it. Okay, I got the perfect one.
Wait, so he left this one just to...
He's overseeing sports, so he helps teams find executives, helps schools find coaches. He's been doing a lot of different stuff. He's getting his bag. Right.
From everybody instead of one team.
With no stress.
Hey.
That's on y'all. Y'all got it. I'll do it for a week or two, but then y'all got it. So Sixers made the playoffs in 5 of Morey's 6 seasons in Philly, but never advanced past the second round. I think we're saying failed to do since 2001. But when you hear that information, what's your reaction to Daryl Morey getting fired by the Sixers?
You heard what James Harden said?
Daryl Morey is that?
Why is he the only one?
Yeah.
That's my thing.
Yeah.
Now that's the only question I had when I heard.
Who else you want on the chopping block?
It ain't a solo gig over there. That's my thing. He ain't the only one making. He's making the decision. It's a group decision thing, right?
Nick Nurse is coming back.
Yeah.
Who else was over there making decisions?
I like Nick, but what has he? I don't think
Elton Brand's still there.
Elton Brand over there?
So they still retain most of their executive. I think Daryl Morey, I think was surprised and disappointed by that decision. Didn't necessarily.
Yeah, because you don't want to be let go. I would be too. If it's a group thing, if you cleaning the house,
clean house.
Well, fuck it.
Spring cleaning. I don't want to be the only one.
Yeah, like that's what that is. I'd be pissed too. I ain't making these decisions alone.
Going like
shit, that's
like New Jack City.
Yeah.
If I'm going now, I'm taking everybody.
This shit bigger than
Kareem Akbar. He's the head of the CNB.
Yeah, this shit bigger.
I told you, but I said
bigger than he
said Kareem Akbar. That nigga was like,
not me.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Nah, hey, sinking ship. But why? So, what could? Like why? And you don't clean the house?
I feel like it's his fault.
What?
PG
Signing Paul George.
EG James Harden.
So signing Paul George traded, gave Jared McCain away to the.
Jared McCain. I think that hurt them the most.
Just seeing him
watching Jared McCain do what he's doing. I think that's what they pissed. Why would you do that? Because of the nails?
I mean, shit.
hold on,
It started when Jimmy was there.
Yeah.
Shit,
Daryl
the whole
Morey
Ben
wasn't-
Simmons, the whole.
Daryl was
Daryl
in
Morey
Houston.
wasn't there. He was in Houston.
Oh, he was. Oh.
He was in Houston with Jimmy
I'm
Jimmy
saying that was the
Butler.
bad juju that started it. Then he just got in and then had to clean it up, and it was like,
Might
We
be
too-
Elton up back there hiding behind some.
Who? Who?
Might be Elton.
Might be Elton Brand.
The Duke nigga, them Duke niggas be no how
Over there like this.
God, it's him.
That's funny. That's funny.
So
No, it's I'm
At the end of the
surprised.
day, I feel it's all Embiid centric though. Obviously, made some great moves in that role, getting Tyrese Maxey, VJ Edgecombe, also traded Harden,
On paper.
got Ben
But
Simmons.
you on
out there
that
for-
Ben Simmons
You on the
should've
hook,
hit the
man.
layup.
Still
Ever
for
since then,
another
it's
3
just
years
been
with
down.
PG and
Yeah.
Embiid.
And that's, we're going to
telling
talk
you.
more about that in a
Yeah.
second, but that's the other side. Sign PG to that max. And
So-
to that 3-year extension that starts next season.
So is it solely Daryl Morey's decision? So that's what I'm getting at
Yeah.
here, right?
no, it.
He probably has some say so, but I'm pretty sure everybody's in the room like, all right, let's do this. That's all I'm.
So I've enjoyed talking to Daryl Morey in the past. He's fun to talk to, but here's the truth about him. He's always been this overrated myth, and it started.
Well-
Seriously,
I'm not going to talk no more.
yeah. So I don't know.
No, you-
Is that all right? Yeah.
That's fine.
All right.
Skip, you do what you want. on
So the truth is it's mostly smoke and mirrors with him. And he's the analytics wizard. He was the first one to break through. Came from Stats Inc. and Chess Master and, musical theater producer, and like he's above it all. He's above the NBA. Watch what I do.
Yeah.
I'm still watching. I'm still waiting because he's won nothing. And he's 6 years in Philadelphia, and they didn't get past the second round. I don't know. I just need to see one finals, even if they lose the finals, but I didn't see one. And remember, he started in Houston 2007 to 2020. It's a long time, man.
That is a long time.
And he had his run of stars, and he went and got James Harden. And it seemed like a good move because he got a scoring champ and an MVP out of it. But listen, if you look hard at James's playoff resume, it just has flameouts all over it, right? So you're betting on the wrong guy. In the end, you're betting on the wrong guy. And then James leaves, and Daryl takes out a full-page ad in the Houston paper to thank him for all that he did for Houston. Well, how many? No championships. And then you point out, and then James completely turns on him in Philadelphia and says, I never will play for that man again because he's a liar.
James wanted his bread.
Yeah.
But he took team-friendly
He did.
discounts to get that bag.
That is true.
That bag was not there.
But he just lives on his reputation, which is pretty empty. But seriously, that's what's happened all these years. Oh, Daryl Morey, he knows. Well, yeah. Well, so he gave Paul all that money, and now what?
Now what?
And he gave Joel. He was the one who pushed to go ahead and extend Joel for 3 more years. And it's just silly money for a guy who just stays hurt. There's always something with Joel, and I love him. I've loved him for a long time, but he's just always going to be hurt. When you need him the most, as they needed him against the Knicks, something's up, and it's the knee, but then it's the hip, and then it's just he's sick and hurt, and Daryl just kept betting on him, and to your point, Bob Myers is sitting there, and he's the truth. He is the literal truth. He might be the best one out there. And wait, you're going to commission him to go find? No, wait.
Bring
He's
him
he.
in.
He-
Yeah.
He's the one, right? He's the guy.
I ain't trying to be here.
You don't want that. You want that responsibility.
Y'all don't even have your own fans in the arena. What we doing?
So Josh Harris, who owns now the Commanders and the Sixers and seems like half the rest of the league, but Josh Harris made a great move. He went out and got Bob Myers and said, I'm going to pay you a bunch of money to come be my guy, my right arm, my right hand. I need you to be my ultimate advisor. And now he needs him to build a championship team. And they said, well, he'll be overseeing basketball. But man, I would want him to be in charge of basketball. That's just me. because he's really, really good at it.
Yeah.
And he showed you for a long time how good he was at it. And everybody respects him. So it's so funny to me. You've got the truth and you got the myth. So they let go of the myth and then they tell the truth to go find another myth, right?
Oh,
Yes.
shit.
Yeah.
That part.
Okay, get your shit on.
Oh, shit.
That part.
The myth to get the truth back.
Yeah, fuck, it's the truth,
Yeah.
right? Who can do the job better than the guy who's going to go find some? Like it's
Come on, man.
like I'm supposed to believe that this guy can do what you put together in Golden State. Like no,
Do you think they're just pump faking Bob and they're just gonna make him stay just a little bit longer?
Maybe.
Unless Bob trying to go get some people that he knew.
no, he gonna
over
hire
there.
somebody. Now, fuck, one thing for sure, two things. He is gonna hire somebody for you. He gonna find you somebody. It might not be somebody who everybody want, but he gonna find you somebody. Somebody come in there and do like this is weird, but hey, shout out to Bob Myers for getting his bread up because if he's doing this thing for multiple teams and universe, whatever he's doing.
Yeah.
So they own, like Skip said, they own a bunch of franchises,
They do.
Commanders, New Jersey Devils, a bunch of arenas, like
Yeah.
deep pockets.
I'm saying like, but Bob Myers though, like for him to be in this role because he's doing it for you said multiple people, right? This is
So Harris Blitzer is basically Josh Harris' company, so they have
Yes.
a huge portfolio of a bunch of different
it's crazy.
teams, brands, venues.
Yeah, Bob don't want to put himself in a situation
I
he
wouldn't
was
either.
in.
I ain't trying to come work.
In the last little stint in Golden State where he almost took the blame for all that shit that went down.
It's less stress doing it this way.
Yeah.
Like-
Behind
like-
the scenes.
Like Van Gundy, that's why Van Gundy didn't coach for all them years. You're like, shit, I can sit over here and still be a part of the game without the stress.
Yeah.
Sign me up for that. And I'm pretty sure that's what Bob Myers think. Hey, you know what?
Yeah, that's true.
I can stay in it, but not get. I'm saying don't have the stress of putting the team together. I could.
Influence.
I gotta fire him.
Yeah, I don't like the suit,
Get
man.
out of here.
That's what Jerry West was doing. That's
Yeah,
what
facts.
that's what certain guys was doing for certain people. The team. So, yeah.
All right, well, let's talk about the Joel Embiid of it also. Embiid returned from an appendectomy to help lift the Sixers over the Celtics in 7 games in the first round. Missed time in the second round series dealing with a hip and ankle injury. 6th time that Embiid Sixers have been eliminated in the second round in 9 trips to the playoffs. So after Philly got eliminated, the former MVP offered these thoughts.
Yeah, I mean, I said it and I'm going to say it again. I know we lost, and I know that's not the right mentality to have. But, for me, this was a success. I came into this year not knowing where I was going to be, how long I was going to play, if I was even going to play based on how the knee was the last few years. And, I came in hoping for the best, and I feel like we're in a position where we figured out the knee. Hasn't been an issue.
So Embiid also said the Sixers' entire organization needs to hold themselves accountable moving forward, but Embiid missed the first 3 games against the Celtics, played in 3 of the 4 games in the series against the Knicks, averaging 19 points, 5 rebounds, 3 assists, but only 38 games in the regular season, has played a total of 96 games in the past 3 seasons. So Skip, when you hear Embiid saying he considers the season a success, do you agree with Joel Embiid saying that the season was a success?
Again, I like Joel, but that's just wrong. It's just I don't want to hear it. Nobody wants to hear it. It's offensive to Sixers fans, to Sixers brass, Sixers teammates. But that's been his mentality from the start, is that winning's always been second on the list, maybe third. And he wants to make money, number one. He's made a lot because he's now in the midst of a 3-year, $200 million gig. And he is wildly talented. He's in the Wemby range, to me, of alien talent. That's just me. Because I've never seen a 7-footer shoot free throws better than this man can shoot free throws. Mm-hmm. He can get there and he can make them at a 88, 90% clip. And he's capable on any given night of going 17 for 17 from the free throw line. It's just hard. But he's got that. And he can be a defensive force. When he had 2 knees instead of just, a half and a half, he could control the game on both ends, which is why he won an MVP. And yet, mentality-wise, he cares about making money, in large part for his family, taking care of his family. And the rest, the winning part's optional to Joel. And I know for a fact, I've one really high-placed source there, which is why I told you that after the appendectomy, the doctors cleared him for game 1 against Boston. It was just up to him. They said, it's up to you, whatever your tolerance level is, you'll be fine. You're not going to re-injure, it's gone, it's out. So
you stand on that.
I do stand on that.
I like that.
Because there were people refuting.
There were people refuting.
But that's
trainers and all
I
kinds
just
of shit.
There were
heard
there
it
were
from a horse's mouth. And then he did come back, what was it, game 4 against Boston, and he looked pretty good. In fact, he looked real good. And I don't know how they did it, but they won 3 games at Boston in that series, which still just boggles my mind. But they did that. And he had a lot to do with it. And I thought if he was like 90% right against the Knicks, I thought they had a real shot. But he's the nuclear weapon. And then all of a sudden, he's got an ankle and a hip, which had nothing to do with knees or appendix. And it's just he has a long history of my stomach's upset, like
I got gas.
Yeah, I got gas. Just one thing after another. And so
Yes.
I know that they faced, this is back to Daryl Morey, it was a huge decision whether to extend him. Damned if you do, damned if you don't,
Yeah.
right? Yeah. Do we want to see him go somewhere else later in his career and break through and carry some team to a championship? And they said, no, he's just too valuable. So they extended him, and then they have to sit and watch him say, it was a success this year because I stayed relatively healthy. They don't want to hear it, and in the end, it wasn't a success. And he just kind of creaks along, limps along, and I go back. Somebody from the Sixers, whose name I can't say, called me, this is the truth, before the draft, before Joel's draft, and said, we're just trying to gather information on Joel Embiid, Kansas. What do you think of him? And I just say he's a monster. He's a highly skilled monster. I was talking about him the way we talk about Wemby now, coming out of Kansas. And they said, well, he's got back and foot issues, which for big people, obviously the foot is really scary. And yet, I just said, I'm closing my eyes, I'm plunging on him. He's just too good, and I think he'll be even better in your league because somehow when they get away from Bill Self, they just sort of blossom, and it's a whole new brand of basketball where you can kind of be you. And so I know I signed off for what that was worth at that point, but the irony is it wasn't the feet and the back, it's knees and everything else. So it's just always something with Joel where has he been worth the money? Well, they don't. It's like Daryl Morey. What do you have to show for it? What exactly do you have to show for it after all these years?
MVP scoring.
You have an
scoring
MVP.
champ. The
You
same
have that.
thing that James Harden was.
That's true. That's exactly what you have to show.
Yep.
And it doesn't matter. It doesn't last. It doesn't resonate. So it was a success because both my knees were pretty good this year. Yet you missed all those games. I don't know.
You played 38 games. It's not a success, man. Like you playing with,
Come on.
Like you playing with people, Joel.
You
Like
playing
that.
with people. For
Like you
sure.
playing with people. You playing with the fan. Like to Skip's point, you playing with the fans of Philadelphia. You playing with people who watch this right in real time. 38 games is nothing successful about that. Should just set out, but you didn't. So now we're here, right? So this is where the rubber has already met the road. What do you do now, right? I think it's a 5-month thing to see how he looks, man, at the beginning of the season.
Yeah.
Like, it's 5 months. How is he going to approach this? getting his weight down, getting in better cardiovascular shape, all of those things to lead up to maybe, I'm saying, the start of next season. And that's the look in the mirror, right? You have to go above and beyond at this particular point to further your career, because what we saw of you, it's winding down, dog.
It is.
Right, it is.
It shouldn't.
It shouldn't be, but I don't want to tell you to retire, but that's where it's looking. So if you're not going to do something in the next 5 months to change everything so you can play more games next season than you have in the previous 3 years, yeah, it's time to hang it up then.
Yeah.
Right? If you're not going to do everything in your power to get your body together in the next 5 months, you don't care enough. And that will be what I would take from it if I'm the Philadelphia 76ers. Come October, if Joel Embiid is no better today then than he is today, or 75% whatever, then you're not taking this serious enough, and this is definitely time to move on. And time for you to hang it up, bro.
I felt like it was time to move on when he went to the Olympics. When he had a summer to get his body together and get really ready for the next season. He was so focused on being on the USA team, which, I'm gonna be honest with you, that gold medal shit don't mean really too much of nothing.
For America?
Talking about, no, I get it, but let's talk about,
to your career?
yes.
Ain't worth
Listen,
it.
shit.
agree.
So you can get a gold medal in 2028. Or whenever. I just felt like it was selfish of him to go out there and play in that when your team needs you, and you've been talking about the process. You're making $58 million a year, and you're only playing 30% of the season. We can barely get you. So I feel like that's where it started. I feel like that's when the writing was on the wall, and they should have known then, like, this guy ain't serious. Like, playing out there didn't prove anything. You could have took that whole year to lose weight and get yourself back together, and everything would have fell into place to me. I feel like that.
That's what I
Played 39 games in that 23-24 season.
I'm with you. I said the same thing, right? When he said he was playing, we sat on his couch and said, listen, that's a mistake, right? Go sit down somewhere. What is it for?
Don't mean nothing.
So played 39 games in that 23-24 season, went to the Olympics, came back the following season, 19 games.
19 games.
This season, 38 games. Available for some of the players.
And that USA, that's high level basketball too. Like, you're playing against how many people? 12, 15 people? That's 15 of the best ever. So that ain't it ain't slowing down there.
Yeah, like I said, then if it was Daryl Morey, if it was Nick Nurse, if it was Elton Brand, whoever it was, the owner of the Philadelphia 76ers at the time, whoever it was at the time that you're speaking of, they should have stopped it. They could have stopped it.
Yeah. Just like they can stop everybody else from playing today.
They can control that narrative, man. Like, with that situation, you're under contract with us.
Yeah.
Right? You're not under contract with USA Basketball.
They did it with Edie.
Yeah. So
Stop Edie from going to the Canadian, play with Team Canada. Because he had the foot, I think it was the foot thing.
He dealing with some injuries.
yeah, and they was like, nah, you're not playing.
Right.
So that would have been my thing. Listen, you're not playing. This is, like, to your point, this is more important over here, right? This is your job. This is your livelihood. The Olympics is a
It's a dream come true.
It's a privilege.
It's a dream come true.
All those things. It's an elective.
It's an elective,
Yeah,
right?
extracurricular.
Yeah, it's extracurricular activity, right?
With a good perk to it.
Absolutely.
Great perk.
Yes.
Win a guaranteed championship, though? I'm just saying.
What?
Win a gold medal?
It wasn't guaranteed, though.
But for the Olympics.
No.
It's a
How did he play in that, though? Come on, man. Just to go out there.
Group
They didn't need him to win.
It was group project.
It's a group. Listen, they didn't need him to win. They would have won. Man, they would have won.
They didn't need him.
He played 19 games, so the detriment was he played 19 games the next season. So you went out for an Olympic gold medal, and your job, you go out and play 19 games. I have a problem with that.
Over your career?
I'm an Olympian.
That's cool.
Cool.
That's cool shit. A lot of people are.
The Olympics used to mean something.
It used to mean something.
I'm just kidding.
You get your, like, to Brandon's
bring
point,
that to the table, though.
To Brandon's point, you get your body together and all that. You could have.
And 28.
28. Shit. So you could have been on a run. We could have been making runs right here.
That's all.
Nah.
You could have had another MVP and more.
Now all of it is in jeopardy. Your career, the next Olympic, all of it is in jeopardy.
Oh, the next Olympics, no, it ain't happening.
No, I'm saying, if he was healthy, yes. But now all of it is in jeopardy. Your career is definitely in the balance. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
Well, keep this moving, we'll head back over to the West, particularly Los Angeles. Lakers season came to an unfortunate end Monday after getting swept by the defending champion Thunder. We remember. Lakers
Cheer up. Put some spunk in that fucking voice when you're talking on the Lakers. Cheer up.
Lakers have some tough decisions to make this summer with several free agents, most notably LeBron and Austin Reeves. Reeves expected to opt out of the final year of his deal this summer, eligible for a 5-year, $241 million max contract. Team is currently slated to have around $50 million in cap space. So Rob Pelinka and J.J. Redick met with the media on Tuesday. Pelinka offered these thoughts on the future of the Lakers.
The archetype of the roster that we want is going to be retrofitted around Luka and the things he needs. And clearly he's that leader and player for the future that we want to build the right way around.
Type of the roster moving forward, that was a part of their sales pitch to get Luka to sign that extension last summer. We're going to build this team around you, get him something similar to what he had with the Mavs, some rim runners like Gafford, Derek Lively, some shooters. Sounds great. But Sean, when you hear all that, head into the summer, like I said, tough decisions to be made. They do have bread to make moves, to build. Do have a draft pick, have I think 2 other draft picks available to move and trade. Where do the Lakers go from here?
They don't go the Gafford and Lively route. That's like having Ayton and goddamn Jackson Hayes.
I'm just saying those type of rim runners and guys.
Give me them other 2 all day.
I don't know, man. I think searching for the nostalgia that the Lakers are used to when you talk about storylines, what the people are coming to see. Luka is a fan favorite. He's a blockbuster player. But the Lakers franchise is used to winning, and they haven't been accustomed to that in the last 7, 6, 7, 8 years. Up for debate.
2020.
So when you talk about just the fans, like seeing the parade, feeling the energy outside of the Dodgers, doing what they do, I think the Lakers owe it to the fans to make the right decisions, not just by Luka, but by the history of the players who have to continue to speak on the game, the Byron Scotts and the James Worthies and all the guys who commentate, watching the game, the Shaquille O'Neals. It's an expectation. It's a legacy. So you would expect that they would make some real big-time decisions. And I'm thinking retaining guys like a Lively or a Gafford is going to be different type of an approach. I think they should go outside of the ordinary and go for somebody bigger, like a Giannis or Karl Anthony Towns or maybe even, I don't want to say it and make it seem like it's going to be helpful, but Joel Embiid could be dope in L.A.
I like Jason Tatum.
I'm just saying as far as big is concerned, a big body that can rebound and do some things for you. But outside of that, you could definitely need somebody who's going to bring the fans and give fans confidence that you can go to the NBA Finals.
Yeah.
You can win it. And I think outside of having Luka, if you don't retain AR and you have to get off the LeBron James boat, I don't know if Rob Pelinka can make those decisions to build a championship squad. I don't know if he's capable of that. I don't even know if the market is ready for those type of decisions. If a Giannis doesn't readily want to come to LA, what players outside of him that you got to shuffle around and say, we can win a championship with these guys and Luka?
I'm sure those championship aspirations would be much more beneficial and helpful if Luka was actually playing as well. So we want to build this roster around Luka. That sounds great.
You got to be healthy.
Is he going to?
Yes, for the full season.
He could be. Get him out of
here. You think you can get him out here? Get Luka up out of here?
I don't think you can, but not even saying that, but.
Get Luka up out of there for who?
I like Jason Tatum. He's more of a star, and he fits L.A.
The same Jason Tatum that can't play with Jason Brown?
That's fine. That's Boston. But Jason Tatum in the Lakers uniform is different. With his star power, That's just me though. I mean, but I'm keeping Bron. I'm keeping Bron in AR. But I don't know if I'm giving AR the max, and then I got to see what Bron will take to be a third option. But the Lakers have to get a bench. I mean, that's
what that 50 gonna be used for.
So they have to get a bench regardless. I don't see the Lakers getting Giannis.
I think they let AR walk. I think they let him go test the market and see what he gonna get, and if he get what he looking for, I think they let him take it and they build that roster.
But for nothing, basically, 'cause once he opts out, becomes a free agent.
Cool.
There is a sign and trade avenue where you can at least get something in return for him.
For what?
And limited market out there with teams with cap space.
That's what I'm saying. So let him go see what he gonna get, right?
Who, Bron?
No,
AR.
Oh, AR. Yeah. I mean, if I'm
So
a Lakers,
do you take that chance?
I'm letting him
Hell
test
yeah,
the market.
hell yeah.
Absolutely.
hell yeah, you can go ahead.
Well, you can do the sign and trade.
I'm letting
Bro,
him test the
listen,
market.
go ahead, bro. Go ahead. At this point, go ahead. We the Lakers. We about
Because
to see
unless
what
I'm
it is.
getting Giannis back, or Nikola, or somebody like that, it ain't. Who else can play with Luka, right?
Caleb Wilson.
But who you gonna give up for Giannis with the Lakers?
And I think Luka said, to people around the Lakers that he wants to keep Reeves, didn't want Reeves included
Nasty.
in a potential Giannis
Yeah,
trade.
like Giannis wouldn't.
Yeah, you're
like
right.
if I'm anything, I'm. Well,
Yeah, if it ain't
we
nobody
get
like
to the
that,
fuck shit, look.
yeah, if ain't nobody like that, the sign and trade to me don't make sense.
Multiple pieces though.
Got to be the
Like you
right.
said,
Got to be the right because they are trying to structure the roster like Dallas did around Luka. Right. I need shooters. I need rim protectors, and I need lob threats.
Yeah, but that.
And that's what we need, right? We need shooters. We need defenders. Shooters. Lob threats.
Rebounders.
Right. Those are same lob threats and rebounders are 1-1. Should be 1-1, right? That's what Dallas did. That's how Luka was successful in Dallas. They're going to follow that same recipe, and I don't think AR fits that.
That's what I'm saying. You need that Kyrie Irving. Or I mean, shit. They had J Kidd too as their coach. That's a different.
But does
that's a
Reeves
different
fit
thing
that
over
Kyrie
J-
type of mode, not comparing them player for player? Not comparing them player
As far as like impact in that
getting
position,
buckets, I can play off the ball. Luke,
I
you
don't
can do
think
your
he's
thing.
as consistent and dependable as Kyrie was, but as far as doing it,
Kyrie don't take bad shots.
They are.
Yeah, Kyrie's a great.
He don't take bad shots like AR.
That's what I'm saying. If you're building this team, you're gonna have to do something. You have to bring like a Kyrie or something around if you're gonna build it like that, or because if not, you're gonna get the same thing. Listen, they were scoring less points with Luka. He holds the ball too much.
Yeah.
So if we want to be honest with you, like, listen, that Dallas team. I mean, thank God Kyrie was there. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a lot of shit that's not being told about Luka with the ball. Like,
And
he
that's
holds the ball.
conversations for JJ to have.
Like
right?
he holds the ball a lot, so that's why I'm like, well, shit, we can get off him. I mean, go get a Jason, get something else. Like shit, but Jason Taylor, he come in, shoot the three, like that shit. We can shots up.
First quarter,
First quarter conversation that can be had that'll be helpful, right? Unless you need to get off the ball more. Like you don't need to. You taking 300 dribbles a night. We don't need you to dribble it 300 times a night.
And you got to play defense. I mean, God, you got to give us something.
Let's be real. Let's be realistic.
Just get in the stance.
No.
It's easier for him to dribble less than 300 times than it is for him to sit down on defense.
And he put forth defensive effort this season, so we're not going to knock him for that. But those first quarters when he's on, very exciting to watch.
Yeah.
No,
but he's
that's
bricking.
Josiah, don't play with my fucking intelligence.
But like what's nice? Like, see, it's a myth.
When Luka's putting up 17, 20 in the first quarter,
It's a myth though, because the truth come out.
When he's chucking
the
threes
other
and
thing you
bricking.
said, no, not that.
Talking about he put in the effort.
You put up somebody put up
more effort than
Josiah. Don't play. Josiah, don't play with my fucking intelligence on
like
this
something.
couch, man.
I'm
like I
saying,
watch this man
we get a lot
constantly not
more,
run back
and we
on
can run
defense, complain, like
instead of just having that shit
constant
being held by somebody that's like
more times
we get
than
to
not.
33.
Because he averaged 2 steals and 2.5 steals a game, I don't give
San
a fuck.
Antonio. We don't get past.
Like just because he averaged 2.5 steals don't mean he play defense.
So,
but what's the metric of assembling a good team right now? It's not. I don't think it's around collecting a bunch of star players anymore.
No, it's just no.
I think OKC. Oh yeah, OKC has created a blueprint of
do his job.
Do your fucking job.
Yeah, but Bron being your third option is a good look, and then you can find.
If Bron come back, who he gonna be a second option? Third option behind.
Well, I mean, if they keep Luka, I mean, and then somebody, if AR leaves, somebody's
Bron second option. AR leave, Bron is second option.
And Bron is only
That's all I'm
good
saying.
for that second, third option when the first option is no longer available
Averaged
to do
21 in the
anything.
third option.
I agree, but if there's no AR for me to,
But the Lakers are gonna get somebody,
bring?
though.
Who are you going to bring in for Bron to be like, you know what?
You got it.
I just don't.
You got it.
Going into year 23, I don't.
There's some shit
I-
going on
going
over
into
there in Boston
24, I
that
don't
needs
see
to
it.
be. There's some
If
stuff
it's a
going over there in
Jason
Boston.
Tatum, a Jalen Brown, a Giannis, or somebody, if that's the
All-star
one of them kind of a dudes,
Well, they're not getting.
it's a conversation that can be had.
No
Yeah.
shade to Austin Reeves, but I know Bron sitting there like, huh?
No, but I'm just saying. But
Like for-
when he
No,
came
for sure.
back,
For Lemon Daddy?
no, but
Like-
when he came back,
Yeah.
the way that AR and Luka play, it
Had to.
It had to go.
But that's,
that
the
way,
team was
right?
10-4 to start with Bron missing those games.
So when he came back, it was already established. Like,
Fall
listen,
in
you
line.
gotta
And that
fall in
was
line.
not something he was counting on.
No, not
he
at
was
all.
not counting on that.
That's my thing. But unless it's somebody like that, I cannot foresee LeBron James being a third option for a team that's not championship caliber right now.
Well, he was this year
I'm saying, but
under a guy who didn't even get his money yet.
my thing, because of how the season started, right?
Right? No,
He was
Averaging
out.
30.
No, he was
Averaging
out.
30.
He was
Right.
out. Braun was out.
Right.
This man cooking when he come back.
Right. So if they're going to get if they don't have AR, they're going to get a number 2 that can score way more points
don't
than
think
Bron.
it's-
Bron averaged
necessary.
20. Bron's not going to go up
I don't
to
think it's
25,
necessary.
20. It is no, but it is though with Luka because you need somebody to get Luka hold the ball.
And he can't be relied upon staying healthy.
Like, yes.
Dribble
So
at least 300 times.
that's why I'm looking like shit. I mean, what Boston? What y'all talking about, man? Like over there, they gonna play together or not?
Skip, when you look at the situation, what do you
Yeah.
think?
I'm with Mr. B on this one. The biggest Laker issue is Luka Doncic. And I realize he's great box office. And I realize he's Hollywood. And I realize in the first quarter when he scores 25 and he's hot, it's fun to watch. But the God's truth is the Los Angeles Lakers were a little better basketball team on both ends of the floor down the stretch without Luka. And you shouldn't overreact to what just happened. I realize they got swept, but they got swept by a freaking juggernaut where all of a sudden for the Thunder, A.J. Mitchell is coming from nowhere. He's got some star quality to him, and he's getting 20, 24, 26. And you mentioned Jared McCain. He's coming in and just stroking threes like he belongs there. And yet, all 4 games were very competitive, and especially the 4th game, they showed me something, your Lakers. With Marcus Smart, former Defensive Player of the Year, that looked right. Rui looked right to me on both ends of the floor.
Yep.
Jackson Hayes showed me something because he can just jump out of the gym at 7 feet tall, and he gives you high energy. I know he's not great, and he's not a Wemby Embiid, but I'm just saying I saw pieces to the puzzle that fit, and you lose perspective because of your opponent. That they're making you look like, oh my God, get them all out of my sight when you shouldn't get them all out of your sight.
Yeah.
Now, am I allowed to talk about LeBron on this show? Just is it okay?
Yeah, we have cleared that. We have cleared that with the powers that
Have
be.
you? Okay.
in the
Hold
next
on, we got
story.
to make a call. We got to clear it.
Did you?
You got it clear.
From the top,
I
right?
had to go to
all the way
top.
up
Went
the
to Adam
ladder.
Silver, heard from one of his underlings.
Okay.
You're cleared, Skip. Go ahead. Take off.
Okay, so now I'm hearing maybe LeBron would consider taking the veteran minimum to stay in Los Angeles. I'm like, why didn't he take it 8 years ago? Seriously. Because I'm looking at the money he has made as a Laker. It's $347 million, and it just goes up. I'm looking at him, 36, 37, 39, 41, 44, 48, 49, $53 million this year.
Very reasonable.
It's a lot of money.
Very.
And he is the
Margin.
ultimate box office, Hollywood as you can get. I got you. But he gave you an overall playoff record, if in fact it's over now, of 32-31 in his 8 years. 32-31. And since that Mickey Mouse championship that they won in the bubble,
Hardest one in NBA history.
Yeah.
That's what. Yeah, it's up there.
It's at Disney World.
yeah, 16-26 is LeBron's playoff record since the bubble. 16-26, that is the worst playoff winning percentage in all of basketball since the bubble 2020. So Yeah, he shockingly to me did accept third wheel role that became second wheel when Luka went down. And I liked the way he played down the stretch, and I liked the way he played against Houston, albeit without Kevin Durant, who didn't even play when he played. In the one game that he did play, he didn't play in the second half. I don't know what happened, but it was just like, here, you can have this one.
Right.
And I liked the hell out of the way he played against Oklahoma City because he brought it every night on both ends at 41, age 23. It was a spectacular showing, even though he did take the shot that mattered the most with 20 seconds left in the closeout game. And he got a little half step on Caruso, and then I think he just didn't want to have to shoot those free throws. I just think
I knew you was gonna get this.
I know he just shies from the back, like I'm going to shy over here. Please don't blow the whistle.
me.
Don't blow it. I'm going to shoot it way up off the glass, and it's going to miss badly. All right. So is that the end of his career? Okay, that's just me. You ask, I'll answer. Okay. So. The point is, would you want him back in that role if he would take the veteran minimum? Yeah, I would. And I do believe they have him by the eyeballs right now because he's born to play in L.A., Hollywood. His whole second career is going to be in Hollywood. And now we know the golf bug, and it bit him. The golf bug bit him bad.
Yep.
And he wants to be in tropical Hollywood 365. You know, he didn't want to have to play a winter in Cleveland or New York or wherever it's going to be. And they know that, and he knows that. So would they want him back for the bottom of the barrel salary for once? The way Tom Brady used to. Well, Tom Brady played 20 years in New England and made an average of $12 million. I know he's a 6th-round draft pick, but come on, man. He was a big hometown discount. Tim Duncan, go look at Tim's last 5 years as a Spur. He's taken chicken feed from the Spurs because he wanted a bench. And did he not have a bench against LeBron and the Heat, especially in 2014 after the big 2013 disaster and the Ray Allen shot? Go look at what the Spurs bench did to the Heat in a 5-game series that they won by a record finals margin because Patty Mills and company are coming in off the bench just raining threes because they go 12 deep.
Yep.
The Thunder go 15 deep. They seriously do. They go 15 deep. So that's how you I don't know if I like Rob, but I don't know. He hadn't shown me enough to put more to all your points. If you did, okay, to me, here's the problem with Luka. To your point, he led the league in usage rate by far. It wasn't even close. It's 38%. And if you compute that means 38% of the time he's doing that. You know, back and down, back and down, back and down. Okay?
No, seriously, but
am I right?
That shit is like.
And then he led the league in shot attempts. He led the league in 3-point attempts, and he led the league in free throws, while being, I'm going to be nice about this, being an average at best 3-point shooter and free throw shooter. And you can see he had a little hot streak with Kyrie alongside for the Mavericks, and they did get past the Thunder, and it went to the wire. And then they did get past Gobert and company, and Luka made a big 3 over Gobert. And they get to Boston in the finals, and what happened? Luka Doncic goes 11 for 45 from 3. That's 24% in the finals. And they go down in 5 games because you've sat there, you know, you love him, and you're waiting. How many nights are you like, oh, Luka, no, not again. And he can take the home crowd completely out of games when he goes 2 for 11 from 3, and there's a bunch of them. And then he gets to the free throw line more than Shea does, the free throw merchant, right? He gets to the free throw line the most in the league, and he shoots 75%. You know, it's not good enough. If you're that guy, you guys know this. You got to make 85. You know, you got to be. Jordan's 84. Kobe's in that range. Magic's up at 90. KD's up at 90. You just got to. They're called free throws for a reason because they're free, and he just doesn't make enough to be that man, right? That if you're going to build the whole show around him, it's a Hollywood show, but it is hard to win with Luka Doncic. It just is. I'm talking about winning big. It's hard to win when you just say green light, it's all you. And how many times did I watch them? And the other four just standing around watching them because what else can you do? And the Lakers against the Thunder moved the basketball like crazy, and it was fun for me because I love your sport. You know, I just love the purity of it when it's played the right way. They were definitely moving the ball and playing the right way. It was just fun. The ball's just moving, and people are Rui's getting threes.
Yeah.
You know, okay.
Do you move Luka?
When the main guy is willing passes.
Bro, listen, he can be in that question mark. I know this is a Giannis summer this year because you know everybody want to know where Giannis going. But listen, listen, man, I'm gonna see what I can get for Luka too.
I would too.
Man. Like I'm sorry,
that's
bro.
not the Lakers.
Bro, listen, Bron can take
how
the
crazy that sounds.
No, it don't sound crazy at all. Listen, Bron can take the minimum, right? We can figure out what AR. If they both want to go, bro, you know what we can get? The Lakers can get.
What can they get?
They can get whatever they want. It's the Los Angeles Lakers. Is what I'm saying is, and Boston is a little tricky over there with them too.
But I like your Jaylen Brown.
I'm not trying to break, but listen, man, Jaylen Brown, he showed that he could be a number one, right? Him in LA or Tatum in LA, either one. I'm taking either one. But what I'm saying is I can build with getting, I'm telling you, the Lakers have a better chance of getting to the championship if they try to move on Luka. He holds the ball too much.
Who's a bigger, better prospect than Luka Doncic for the Los Angeles Lakers?
I mean, Giannis.
The Greek.
I mean, Giannis. I mean, shit, Jokic. I mean, you know, we can figure.
Only one, man.
I mean,
that's tough.
Giannis.
Giannis is probably the only.
We do have great Greeks.
Yeah, but if I'm the Bucks, though, but if I'm the Bucks, I mean, do I trade Giannis to LA or do I try to go get the number one pick for Giannis
from the Wizards?
Yeah,
there's
like you know what I'm saying. I'm just like, do I just go for Luka or do I just try to go get the number one pick and go
Luka
young?
not playing in Milwaukee, man.
That's fine, but you got a number one pick. You got the hottest dude right now in the summer, Giannis, right, for the Bucks. I mean, we can go trade up for the number one pick and try to go get young boy. I mean,
Wizards ain't doing that.
For Giannis? Man, listen. The number one pick and AD can go for Giannis.
Is Giannis trying to go to Washington D.C.?
You don't have a no trade clause.
House of Representatives.
You don't have a no trade clause. So in business, this is just the Bucks. I mean, I don't say the Bucks is doing it. I'm just saying.
We only got one season left, so you don't got to sign an extension.
I got the number one pick, and this young dude AJ's coming in. That's hot.
Yeah, but if you're the Wizards, and Giannis not going to stay, I'm not.
I mean, well,
not giving up.
Then we could do another trade. We could do it.
I'm not giving up the number one pick for our future. I'm not giving it up for you. If he's not going to resign here, then it's.
Well, you can get something for that too, though. So I'm not.
AD don't want to be there either.
So I'm just saying, there's just stuff out there that's like.
So let's shift back to the LeBron front real quick and skip. I know of those 8 seasons you read off Bron's salary. I just want to point out, 2018, I think the Lakers' valuation was $3.3 billion.
No, I got it.
Team sold recently for $10 billion. So if I'm Bron, hey, break bread.
Break bread, you got it. Hey, count pockets.
Like, shit, wait a minute. They held up.
But at the expense of your bench, you want to win.
Because he just did this, where you could have done this differently, and you would be in a different position right now had you not been selfish for that decision.
Yeah, when he signed that extension, we said if he was trying to win, he would have took a pay cut when he signed the extension.
We can go get what you need.
But that's on you, Rob. So look, I just want to quickly.
It is for Rob to do his job, but.
Like shit.
He's handicapped, though. Rob is handicapped by the salary cap, unfortunately.
So Pelinka had this to say about LeBron's future with the team.
I think in terms of LeBron, we probably haven't seen a player that has honored the game to the extent that he's honored the game. He's given so much to his teammates, to this organization. And the thing we want to do more than anything else is honor him back. And I think the first order of business there is allowing him to spend the time he needs to decide what his next step are. Does he want to play another year in the NBA? And that'll be, as he said to you guys last night, family time, I think time with his inner circle. And we just want to honor that for him. Of course, any team, including ours, would love to have LeBron James on their roster.
But also said we are retrofitting this team around Luka. I think they've made that clear.
Okay.
There's been reports since the summer they're going to Backstreet Boys concerts wearing all white.
Okay.
Bron not getting the game ball after his 1,229.
What was that about?
So another report today, March 31st, I think they beat the Cavs. Palinka gave the game ball to J.J. Redick for his 100th win. I think Luka had crossed 50,000 points at that point. Rui had crossed 5,000. Bron had gotten NBA record 1,229th win. Appeared to be rubbed the wrong way about that. Also said recently how he was willing to embrace that role of a third option for the good of the team.
It's so much out there, man. Like the Spurs ain't going. The
All these
Spurs.
excuses.
I can't get the game ball for
All them excuses
1,229.
for getting swept. You don't get swept, man. You can get your own ball, man. Steal the ball.
But it was multiple milestones in that game, right?
Yeah. But what's the big?
Just go get the fucking ball made for everybody and give everybody a goddamn ball, man. Like, it ain't like, dude.
But you gonna get this nigga the ball for his 100th win? I got 1,229.
Everybody deserves something that night, man.
Give him a dap.
You got a lot of basketballs in your closet,
Yeah,
bro.
go just fuck it.
How many more you need,
But
bro?
hey,
Another one.
Another one.
Another one.
I want that ball.
Another one.
100 wins.
I want everything.
Man,
Man, that's
God,
20
share the
years
ball,
ago.
bro. Pass that motherfucker. Let me get one.
Ain't
But-
that
I did.
man.
But let's talk a little bit about this Lakers
In
squad.
retrospect, that shit ain't that serious.
I can't get
get it.
you gonna give it to JJ in front of the whole crew?
So
AJ don't got one.
NBA history.
You got 30 of them.
Tons of coaches have got 100 wins. JJ.
Let them get one.
But Lakers saw great success in March, 15 and
little
2.
ball.
Just a little one.
15 and 2 in March. I think Luka set the record for highest points per game for that month. The big three obviously started appearing to embrace their roles. LeBron accepted being that third option for the first time in his career,
His life.
in his life.
He said his,
I feel like he might have wrecked, but he was the third option.
he said his life.
But should the Lakers try to run it back with that Luka, Reeves, LeBron big three and add one more additional piece?
No. I'm telling you, man, you let Austin Reeves go try to listen, man.
I think Reeves more
You
likely
can't
to
listen.
give
You
a
can't
different-
have Lucas shooting them shots and Austin Reeves shooting the same kind of shots. You just them shit's demoralizing, dog.
Can't have all three of them not playing defense and running back.
That's
You
that's-
can, and like you can't have that. It's too much. It's too much footage out there showing
How bad?
ball go up.
How bad?
Y'all trotting down in transition defense. They don't even score in fast break. They reset the offense and you're still walking back. That's unacceptable for winning basketball, period.
You're
And
correct.
Austin Reeves might not even be the one that's doing that. He might be the one running back, but he's still a cone. He still don't play no defense. So it don't even matter whether he try back or not. Y'all all three don't bring the defensive awareness that the team needs to play championship basketball, man.
Yeah, like I said before, I'm letting AR go test the open market, man. I think we can put a team together without him that can compete in the Western Conference.
Hell
We
yeah.
can get a lot of pieces for that 214, man.
A bench for sure.
Like, we can get that 50 we got this year. Like,
But you're
if LeBron
Rui a
willing,
free agent, Kennard a free agent, Jackson Hayes a
They
free
gonna be
agent.
walk,
It's
walk,
rebuild.
walk.
What
You
yeah,
letting Rui-
this is what I'm
Rebuilding.
saying.
Rui had a hell of a
I'm the
playoffs,
Lakers.
but I'm saying, like Rudy had a.
Go ahead and take this minimum.
I like Rui. I bring Rui
like
back.
Rui, too.
I bring Rui back.
Yeah, I'm keeping Rui. No, I'm keeping Rui. He's a for sure.
And I Hayes.
I keep Jackson Hayes and I keep Luke Kennard.
Yeah, but Aiden
You
has
can
a
keep Luke. I'll keep Luke.
I
Aiden
keep
has
Luke
the option.
Kennard.
Marcus Smart has
Let
the
him walk.
option.
Let him walk.
Aiden
They can't.
go.
I'm saying if he got a player option.
Just buy them out.
You said Aiden?
Aiden got a player option.
Please.
Marcus
Bro,
Smart
man,
player
listen, we
option.
could change this.
Is he
whole
making
thing
8?
around.
Yeah, so I think it's a little bit more next season, but let me double check.
Whatever he was making, I'm.
Hayes 2 for 16. I think his deal was.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, it's both. Yeah, 8.1.
Hey, Skip, I
both
saw your tweet about Bron. You said in his 8 years, he hasn't had a better run than Magic, Kareem, Shaq, and Kobe.
I was asking the question, is his LA legacy over 8 years, his run, is it better than Magic's?
No.
No. Is it better than Kareem's, which extended pre-Magic, obviously?
No.
No.
Shaq.
And then obviously Shaq?
No.
No. And do I have to even bring up the other guy?
Kobe. No.
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 We don't bring
But
him up.
Okay.
can
But-
we-
but-
can
but-
we bring
but-
up
but-
what this franchise was before LeBron came.
But-
in those 5 seasons,
But
and where it's been in the 8 seasons since he's been here.
can we say that his legacy run is better than all of them?
How?
Is his legacy, his run, like his run in the NBA is better than all those guys that you named?
No.
Not Kareem.
Not Kareem.
Why not?
Huh?
Why not?
Kareem got more rings, more championships.
Defensive.
Defensive.
I broke every record.
Like, Kareem got.
Kareem wasn't looking like this at 41.
So you want to do the GOAT debate? I mean, is that where you're heading?
Yeah.
I mean,
Put Kareem in there. We've been
sounds
waiting
like
for
it to
this
me,
moment.
Skip.
yeah.
Sounds like it's
Yeah,
still-
I'm just trying to, I get the run with the Lakers, but I mean, the Lakers, this is not my home, this is my third, it's my third team I've been on. So I came here to y'all city and I brought one, when the city was down. So
Very, very quick
I mean,
turnaround from where the franchise was prior to his arrival.
I'm later in my career. So yes, the run wasn't better, but I think the legacy run is way better than all those guys.
You mean career?
Yeah, yes, career.
Okay, so and just where we're ranking top 10, because I got LeBron 9th in my top 10.
Yeah, and I saw that, and I'm just like, well, how is
Okay.
he 9 when?
Do you remember all the playoff collapses that he had, all the epic fails? Because they're. Do we have enough show left? Because we
Oh,
can
yeah.
go on and on. Okay.
I got to meet my weed man too, so anything before that, we're good to go.
I got a dental appointment.
Oh, my bad.
True
my bad.
story.
All right.
True story.
We can
I wish
go.
we'd started the show with
yeah,
this,
yeah.
because we'd still be talking about it if we'd started the show.
Yeah.
I got to
Can we
take
do it
two.
tomorrow?
Yeah,
gotta
we can do it
take
tomorrow.
Are you,
I'm
are
here.
you here?
I'm back on tomorrow.
Okay,
I'm here tomorrow.
okay, I am down to do it tomorrow,
Yes.
start to finish,
Yeah.
wall to wall.
Let's go.
Okay.
Because
Wall to wall, LeBron, I
I
don't
need
know
to
if
hear
we
this
can do
why.
that, Skip.
Because I saw your list at 9, but I'll wait.
No, the way he broke it down though is worth talking about though.
No, for sure.
It is definitely worth talking about.
9
The way-
is crazy.
It is.
9
When I
is
heard him
crazy.
say when I heard it right, I'm like, Skip out his damn mind. But then he broke it down. I was like, Skip might be old or something. But then I'm like, yeah, Skip fucking nuts for putting this out here.
Bron.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
Hey.
just to end this, because we're
I'm like,
talking
Skip
Lakers.
Crazy as
Yeah.
shit, man.
Okay, this is why the bubble championship deserves a big asterisk, and I know what your rebuttal is about this.
Global
but
pandemic.
okay, LeBron James, fairly late in his career, had 4.5 months off to get ready for the bubble. It skews everything, because if you have that much time to heal and revitalize and be ready, because remember, they went in and played maybe a couple regular season games, quote
like
unquote, and then they
8.
went right into the playoffs, right? And halfway through the bubble, half the teams didn't want to be there anymore, and especially the team that was favored that year, the Clippers. They just revolted and rebelled and mutinied on Doc and just said, "We lemon pepper Lou." They just wanted out. Okay, they just wanted out, and they collapsed obviously against the Nuggets. So it's hard for me. Did LeBron do a great job of leading his team and keeping it together because he smelled an easy championship? He did that. I give you that. But is it qualified? Does it qualify as a real live chip? It doesn't to me, because if you make LeBron play all the way through, what's been his big issue that he's faced again and again? We could go back through the last 5 playoffs. He runs out of gas. Well, he didn't run out of gas that time because he got 4.5 months of pandemic off before the bubble started. Okay, so for me, it cheapened that championship, but that's what he clings to. That's what he hangs on to make his LA legacy, because the rest of it is 32 and 31 in playoff games and 16 and 26 since the bubble. I don't know. It's not that taints his resume more than it helps it to me. Okay, but we could.
Yeah.
Oh no. We'll get into this tomorrow.
All right.
I mean, the whole world was dying.
Okay, well, let's do it. I am dying to do it.
That 9. I'm
Okay. You mean La9, right?
yeah.
La9? Okay.
I don't know about.
Everybody else had 4.5 months off too.
Yeah.
They did.
And they're much younger, fresher.
They didn't have Dwight
Weak-minded.
Howard, JaVale McGee.
But weak-minded. Wanted to tap
DeMarcus
out.
Cousins,
that's not-
Ray John
that's not
Rondo,
the Lakers' problem. Don't do
Danny
that.
Green,
Don't do that.
J.R. Smith.
That was a
They
good.
didn't have Anthony Davis.
They did not.
Oh, excuse me.
LA was going through it. Kobe
Team
just
in
passed. Like,
itself.
come on, man, we going through some
And
shit, man.
before the
Come on,
season
bro.
got suspended, who did the Lakers beat? The Clippers and the
Yeah,
Bucks.
shit, man.
We want to smoke with whoever.
We
Hardest
just had
championship
Russ
NBA.
Cole. We going
Had
through
to
it.
take a
bro.
4.5 month break and then lock back in, staying in hotels.
If you're a business,
Janky
you-
side.
if you're a business
side.
and you close 100% of your deals, what kind of grade does the business get?
If you close 100% of your job, say very favorable.
Very
On the
favorable.
Better Business Bureau.
It'll be like 6-0 in the finals. Like as a business.
With 6 MVP.
Did they only go to 6 finals? They only play 6 seasons?
Just saying as a business. Like it looks like if you close 71% of your deals as a business, it's like 5-2. It's pretty good, right? It's like a C+, B-. 4-6.
4-6.
As a business.
And without Ray Allen, it's 3-7. Seriously.
What do you do as a business? Mm-hmm. What kind of grade is that?
So you finished top 2 amongst all the other businesses for 10 years, basically what you're saying?
Yeah, just 10, yeah. Like what kind of grade would you get? Like, if you want to close the deal, are you going to go?
I think you're respectable.
Just saying.
You have to take the body of that business.
We're going to talk about business. We're going to talk about winning and win shares and how I'm going to get my wins off. I'm going with the businesses that have a positive rating. That's all. But we can talk about it tomorrow. Cool.
Good. Can't wait.
All right, well, let's shift over to our playoff previews, as we've been doing here on Gil's Arena, presented by Underdog. Whoop, whoop. Powered by Underdog's prediction market. So let's take a look at the updated standings on our playoff board. Kenyon holding down the top spot on the Gil's Arena playoff leaderboard, 32-20.
They gave Nick 8.5.
34-26.
18.5.
Mr. B, 35-33. Swag, 18.5. We gave him his 0.5 back during clerical error.
Man, Skip, you got to get into
I got a
500.
LeBron record, right? I got a LeBron finals record.
You got to get into the 500s, man. Jeez.
What's Kareem's, like 7-6 or 6-7?
6 and, was it 1, 2? I don't know. I got to. But let's talk about
He lost?
the one playoff game on the docket tonight. Series tied 2-2 as we head back to Detroit. Donovan Mitchell.
6 games back.
Cavs have won 2 straight. Home team is yet to lose in the series. Pistons favored at home with a 61% chance to win this game. Cavaliers have a 39% chance to win. Rashad, who takes the 3-2 series lead in Detroit tonight?
I got to go with Cleveland the way they've been playing. Momentum serves to be the best right now. I could see Donovan Mitchell showing up. I could see James Harden finally getting over this curse. But you can't count the Pistons out. I don't want to count them out, but you got to close it out. This is got to be the game where Cleveland makes a stance and sends a message.
How many playoff games has Cleveland won? Road games? Last time I remember, they can't win on the road, so I don't think it's going to change tonight.
Okay, we got the Cavs on
So
this.
I'm Detroit basketball.
Can you go with the Pistons, Skip? How about yourself?
Look, Donovan Mitchell will be the best player on the floor because he always is. But Detroit is the better team, and they killed me the other day. They're up 4 at halftime, and they give up a 22-0 run to start the third quarter.
Nasty.
Come on, man. They're just better than that. So I respect you going with Cleveland because it's got a lot of credence to it. But I'm going to stick with the home team. They're favored by 3.5. I just think they'll win a close game, and Cade will make a shot that gets it, and it keeps it alive.
Same. I'm going to go Detroit, 3-1-3. Fuck free world.
Damn. Damn.
Also from Detroit suburb. Also from Detroit suburb.
I got to get this one. I got a chance to move up. Okay.
Yeah.
Kareem 6-4 in the finals, just for those who are curious. All right, so we got our playoff picks. Do have one more thing to discuss. We got to end the show on a sad note. As basketball world was devastated Tuesday with the announcement of 2 untimely deaths. So Monday, Grizzlies forward Brandon Clarke passed away here in Los Angeles. Clarke was drafted in the first round by the Oklahoma City Thunder in 2019, traded 2 weeks later to Memphis, where he played his entire 7-year career. Clarke joined Ja Morant on the NBA's all-rookie team during the pandemic-shortened 2019-20 season, averaging 12.6 rebounds in 58 games while finishing 4th in Rookie of the Year voting. Injuries kept him sidelined for most of the past 3 seasons. He only appeared in 2 games this season. Tuesday also announced that former 13-year veteran Jason Collins passed away after a battle with brain cancer. Collins was the first openly gay player in NBA history, served as a global ambassador for the sport for the past decade, 18th overall pick in the 2001 draft, played with 7 teams during his career, including the Nets, Grizzlies, Hawks, Celtics, and Wizards, retiring in 2014. So Collins announced he was gay in a 2013 Sports Illustrated cover story, becoming the first publicly gay athlete to play in any of the 4 main North American sports leagues. This past November, Collins announced he had been diagnosed with stage 4 glioblastoma. He traveled to Singapore this past winter to receive experimental treatments, which were not yet authorized in the United States. Those treatments were effective enough for him to come back home, but the cancer returned recently. He died peacefully at his home in Los Angeles, surrounded by his family. So just in terms of Jason Collins, LA legend, San Fernando Valley legend, Collins twins, staple of the basketball community here for decades. You and Jason teammates with the Nets, Kenyon. What are your favorite memories from playing with Jason Collins?
No, just want to send condolences to his family, man, first and foremost. We called him Twin, man. Twin was a good dude, man. Good heart, fun to be around, energetic, never had a down day. We were there, we were teammates for 3 years, made the 2 finals, had some good runs with him. Undersized big man that played with heart and determination. Yeah, it's unfortunate, man, that it's come to this. He's succumbed to the cancer, but great human being overall. Was with the Knicks when the article came out that he was going to come out and ask for my support, right? And told him, yeah, for sure, right? It's nothing for me to support you. This is who you are. This is you are. I looked at you as a teammate, as a friend. Yeah, so it was nothing for me to do that. But yeah, nah, man, it's a sad day for the NBA. We lost 2 really good people. Yeah, but me and Jason, yeah, we had some battles together. It just like I said, I want to send condolences to his family, twin brother Jaren. Pretty sure this is unbearable for them. But yeah, no, he's a great human being we lost. Put other people first. Did so much for that community when he was, after he finally made the decision that he was going to tell the world. Yeah, so it's a very unfortunate thing.
So we want to send our prayers, condolences to both the Clarke and Collins family. Like Kenyon mentioned, Jason's twin brother, Jaren. Like I said, legends out here in LA, San Fernando Valley, Montclair Prep, Harvard Westlake. Ended up going to Stanford. Obviously, both played in the league for a number of years. So I just want to send those prayers out and let you guys know we're thinking about you and we're praying for you. And I want to tell you guys we appreciate you as well, man. Thank you, guys.
It's just crazy, man. It's been a crazy year, man. It was brought to my attention that I lost 3 of my former teammates within the last year. And Rodney Rogers, Dikembe Mutombo, and now Jason Collins, man. So, no, it's been a rough one, man. It's been a rough one, and a lot of thoughts going on in my head, man. So, but life is life, and definitely.
Make every day your masterpiece. So we appreciate everybody in the chat. Like I said, I appreciate all of you on this couch. This has been another episode of Gil's Arena presented by Underdog. Whoop, whoop. Whoop, whoop. We will see y'all tomorrow.